subscribe, like the video, and, if possible, join Patreon. But if you don't have much money, you can support the channel by watching the novels on euroaudiobooks.com. Remember that you can participate in the polls so that your favorite novel gets published for free.
Clone will disappear. So it's best not to let the clone get too far away from you. It's best to control it within a certain range. Of course, the higher the realm, the farther the range of activities can be. Hearing this, Zhen nodded to express his understanding. He stood up and saluted Luo Cheng with clasped fists. This etiquette is something that warriors would do to respect their elders. Thank you, Master Luo, for teaching me such powerful martial arts. The two of them were not masters and disciples, but the other person taught him his unique skills to an outsider. For this, Zhen deserved a thank you. Chapter 81. Can't men do it? Ha ha ha. I accept your wishes. Luo Cheng happily helped Zhen up, and he became more and more pleased with Zhen. However, he did not take the opportunity to ask Zhen if he really wanted to become his teacher. In his opinion, the moment Zhen accepted the shadowless technique, he had become the true successor of the shadowless sect. Whether he is a master or a disciple, or whether he has that title is no longer important. The important thing is that Luo Cheng firmly believes that the shadowless technique will be more prosperous in Zhen's hands than in his own hands. I have a broken arm and a hidden illness. I am afraid that I will not be able to advance in martial arts in this life. But Zhen is still young, and very young. As long as he doesn't fall halfway, he will definitely become a famous figure in the future. In his hands, the shadowless technique will surely reverberate throughout the 7-star civilization. After his death, he can give an explanation to all previous heads. Luo Cheng helped Zhen answer some questions about the shadowless technique. It wasn't until it got very late that he reluctantly sent Zhen away. Master Luo, stay. I'll just go back by myself. You don't need to send it away. Zhen waved goodbye to Luo Cheng and left. Good. Seeing Zhen's leaving figure getting further and further away, Luo Cheng finally breathed a sigh of relief. The wish that had been pressing in his heart for many years was finally fulfilled today. This young man, Zhen, really gave him too many surprises. Luo Cheng took out his mobile phone and made a call. Master Luo, it's so late. Do you have any instructions? Qiu Daji asked. Luo Cheng smiled and said, a good news or a bad news? Which one do you want to hear first? Qiu Daji smiled and said, Master Luo, you seem to be in a good mood today. Are you starting to show off? Qiu Daji and Luo Cheng have known each other for so long. In his impression, Luo Cheng is a person who seldom jokes. He rarely talks about anything. He basically talks about things when they have something to say and doesn't say a word nonsense. Judging from the tone of his voice just now, he must have encountered something that made him very happy today. Qiu Daji smiled and said, let's hear the good news first. Luo Cheng smiled and said, the good news is that Zhen's talent far exceeds my imagination. I taught him the shadowless technique for the first time today, and he has already mastered it. With the shadowless technique, the matter of kicking the gym this time is considered stable. Damn it, you mastered it so quickly? Isn't it difficult? Qiu Daji said in surprise. Luo Cheng smiled and said, it is difficult. At least I think it is difficult. But people and their constitutions cannot be generalized. For an astonishing genius like Zhen, it's nothing at all. Okay. This is indeed good news, Qiu Daji said excitedly. What about the bad news? Luo Cheng smiled and said, the bad news is that you may have to spend money again. I already thought Zhen's talent was outrageous, but his real talent is even more outrageous than I imagined. His future martial arts achievements will be frighteningly high. As long as he doesn't die midway, achieving the quasi-god realm is almost certain. Quasi-god realm. Hearing this, Qiu Daji almost dropped his jaw. Is it true? Is it that exaggerated? Quasi-god realm, the highest realm known to the 7-star civilization. Not to mention in China, even in Blue Star or even 7-star civilization, they're the top figures. If Zhen can really achieve the quasi-god realm in the future, this will definitely be a big deal. Luo Cheng continued, I have seen too many geniuses, and none of them are as outrageous as Zhen. Let's just talk about our Chinese leader Shan Jijing. His talent back then was already very powerful. It's not an exaggeration to say there's nothing in the tens of billions. To offend the leader, if Shan Jijing and Lu Zhen are the same age. With Lu Zhen's current level, it is a bit exaggerated to say that he can win 100 single tributes, but it is still okay to win 70 or 80 single tributes. Shan Jijing can successfully break through to the quasi-god realm. So wouldn't it be easy for Lu Zhen to break through? Qiu Daji was shocked when he heard Luo Cheng's words. He nodded and said, "Thank you, Master Luo, for reminding me. I know what to do." Luo Cheng's words were so clear. Even if Qiu Daji was a fool, he knew what to do. Now, although he and Lu Zhen are very familiar with each other, Lu Zhen also respects him very much and calls him Uncle Qiu. But the real relationship between them is still an employment relationship. Lu Zhen is a member of his martial arts club and a disciple of the new martial arts school. The two are tied together by contract. One party can terminate the contract and leave at any time, making this relationship very unstable. Now that Lu Zhen has shown such amazing talent, his future achievements are limitless. If you can't tie him up before he is fully developed, if you want to get on his boat after he becomes a big shot, I'm afraid you won't have the chance. Qiu Daji didn't think much and made an instant decision. He asked the company to draft a contract overnight, which was an equity transfer contract. Qiu Daji planned to transfer 50% of his own martial arts club and the new martial arts gym to Lu Zhen. As long as Lu Zhen accepts his shares, the relationship between them will no longer be an employment relationship, but a partnership relationship. After getting the contract, Qiu Daji roped in Qiu Fuge and found Lu Zhen directly in the middle of the night. Lu Zhen was also surprised when he learned that Qiu Daji was going to transfer the shares to him. He originally wanted to refuse, but after all, he was not rewarded for his merit. The value of half of the shares of the martial arts club and the new martial arts gym cannot be measured in hundreds of millions or more than $1 billion. But Qiu Daji was very talkative, and after being fooled for a while, Lu Zhen accepted it happily. When leaving Lu Zhen's residence, Qiu Daji was extremely happy. Qiu Fugue saw his old father being so excited when giving money to others and instantly guessed his intention. "Dad, do you want to tie Lu Zhen to us?" Qiu Fugue asked. Qiu Daji smiled and said, "That's right. Before I thought too simply. I only saw Lu Zhen's current value, but ignored his future value. He's growing up faster than we thought. If you don't tie him up before he grows up, when he really grows up, I'm afraid it will be too late. It's a pity that I don't have a daughter, so I can only use this method to tie him up. If I have a daughter, even if you are a girl, I will definitely send you to his bed tonight. Hear this." Qiu Fugue's expression changed instantly, and he said displeasedly, "Dad, you are sexist. Can't men do it?" Zhenhai Airport. Today is Tu Lily's return day. At this moment, Tu Hongfei, his family, a group of martial arts apprentices, and other martial arts masters were waiting patiently. With such a big battle, people who didn't know it thought they were looking for someone to fight. Didn't the plane land already? Why doesn't Lily come out? Tu Hongfei's wife asked. Tu Hongfei said calmly, "Why are you so anxious? The plane has already landed. Can we still lose the person?" Tu Hongfei's wife said, "It's just that I haven't seen Lily for a long time, and I can't wait any longer." Tu Hongfei sneered, "Women are troublesome. Can't they be more steady and patient like me?" At this time, a beautiful figure appeared, and someone said in surprise, "It's Lily. Lily is coming out." "Here he is? Where is he?" Tu Hongfei suddenly became excited. At a glance, he saw a girl walking not far away, wearing sportswear, holding a suitcase, carrying a school bag, and with short, capable hair. Tu Hongfei was the first to bear the brunt and rushed over. "TCH, you are more impatient than anyone else, and you still have the nerve to say that I am impatient." Tu Hongfei's wife couldn't help complaining, and then followed her. "Lily, you are finally back. I haven't seen you for so long. I almost miss my father." Tu Hongfei came to his daughter and took her daughter's luggage, for fear of tiring her daughter. At this time, other people also came forward. Tu Lily was a little surprised to see So many people coming to greet her. Uncles and uncles, why are you here too? One of the gym owners smiled happily and said, "You're the last savior of these martial arts gyms in Jinhai City. We must come to greet you in person." Tu Lily smiled and said, "Don't worry, uncles. My dad has already told me on the phone about the trouble everyone is having. I came back this time to help you defeat that new martial arts school. As long as I'm here, you can't even think of opening that new martial arts gym." Hearing this, everyone laughed happily. Okay. With Lily's words, we feel relieved. Chapter 82 Depression. Tu Lily glanced at the crowd greeting him and then asked, "Where's Ying? You all came to pick me up. Why didn't she come?" Tu Hongfei said, "She has been in some situations recently and has some emotional problems." Tu Lily frowned. What's wrong with her? She still loved her sister very much, and when she heard something was wrong, she couldn't help but worry. Tu Hongfei said, "I can't explain it in 1 or 2 sentences. Just go home and take a look and you will understand." Then, Tu Lily followed everyone back to the villa where she lived. As the owner of Lingfeng Martial Arts School, Tu Hongfei's income is considered top-notch in Jinhai City. Although the place where I live is not as luxurious as the Wuming Courtyard Villa, it is not much different. As soon as she returned to the villa, Tu Lily looked anxiously for Tu Yingying. "Dad, where is Yingying? Should be in the room." Tu Lily came to Tu Yingying's room anxiously, and then opened the door directly and entered. The room was gloomy, the curtains were tightly closed, and no light shone in. Tu Yingying was wearing a long white dress, with her hair messy and curled up at the corner. Her expression was dull, and her mental state was very bad. Tu Yingying walked over and helped her sister up. "Yingying, what's wrong with you?" Tu Yingying glanced with dull eyes and said expressionlessly, "Sister, you are back. It's me, what's wrong with you?" Tu Lily asked. "I'm fine, don't pay attention to me." Tu Yingying replied expressionlessly. "How can you call it okay? It's obviously something." Tu Lily frowned. "I have a very good relationship with this sister. Every time I come back, she will be so excited that she wants to stick to him all the time. This time she came back after such a long time. Logically speaking, she should be very excited. How could she be so calm? And with her mental state, anyone with a discerning eye would know something is wrong at a glance." Facing Tu Lily's questioning, Tu Yingying looked dull and didn't reply, just looking at her expressionlessly. The more she behaves like this, the more uncomfortable Tu Lily becomes. At this time, Tu Hongfei came over and said, letting Ying be alone. She doesn't like to be disturbed right now. Tu Lily wanted to say something more, but seeing her sister in this state, she could only withdraw first. After walking out of the room, Tu Lily asked anxiously, "Dad, what's going on with Ying?" Tu Hongfei said, "The doctor said Ying has depression." "Depression?" Tu Lily was surprised. "She was fine when I came back a few months ago. Why did you suddenly become depressed? How could such a lively and cheerful little girl become depressed?" Tu Lily couldn't understand. She knew her sister's character very well. She was a very out-of-the-box and lively character. This kind of personality doesn't look like someone who would be depressed at all. Tu Hongfei frowned and said, "It's related to the previous invasion of the Sea Fish tribe. Jinhai City was invaded by the Fish clan some time ago. Do you still remember it?" Tu Lily nodded. "Remember, although I'm not in China, I still know about this from the news." "What does this have to do with Yingying's depression?" When the Sea Fish tribe invaded before, she called back immediately to inquire. When she heard that no one was injured, she didn't ask any more questions. "I didn't expect that something so big would happen to my sister." Tu Hongfei said, "The invasion of the Sea Fish tribe was very sudden, but did not cause much harm. However, during this period, a group of marine fish tribe escaped the pursuit of the sky eye and ran to Yongle Hospital through the pipeline. Ying and your mother happened to be at Yongle Hospital that day." Tu Lily frowned and said, "Did you get beaten stupid by the Fish clan?" Tu Hongfei continued, "It has nothing to do with the Sea Fish clan. There are a total of 10 marine fish lurking in the hospital. It is said that they are all in the mortal martial realm. At that time, all the warriors above the mortal martial realm in Jinhai City were fighting in the coastal area, and they couldn't be taken care of at all. Ying did fight with those Sea Fish tribe that day, But after finding out that she was no match, she ran away with your mother. Run away? Lily was stunned for a moment, and then reacted instantly. It's okay to run away. There are so many foreign races in the mortal martial realm, and Ying is no match. Running away was the right decision. It's just a pity for those in the hospital. Tu Hongfei said, faced with that kind of invincible situation, running away is indeed the right choice. It will be the same no matter who it was. But just after Ying escaped, a young man stood up. I also killed all 10 sea fish tribesmen. The people in the hospital were not killed by aliens because of him. That boy also became a hero in Jinhai City. Hearing this, Tu Lily was a little surprised. One person killed 10 mortal martial arts aliens? What state is that young man in? Tu Hongfei said. He was not yet at the mortal martial realm at the beginning, but he should be there now. Tu Lily was instantly shocked. You killed so many foreigners in the mortal martial realm before you even reached the mortal martial realm. How did he do it? Tu Hongfei frowned. I don't know, but he was seriously injured at the time. Fortunately, he was rescued in time, otherwise he would be dead. For defeating aliens and saving everyone by himself, this young man can indeed be called a hero. Tu Lily nodded, sincerely admiring this young man. But she was still confused. What does this have to do with Ying's depression? Tu Hongfei said, Ying made the right choice to escape at that time, and I also approve of what she did at that time. But people are afraid of comparisons. That boy became a hero and received praise and recognition from the entire people of Jinhai City. Even Shan Jijing, the leader of the Huagua Martial Arts League, came in person to commend him and award him a second-level Medal of Honor. And Ying was pulled out to compare with him. They are both warriors, about the same age and about the same level. There are people who are not afraid of danger when facing aliens and fight to the end to protect the people and aliens. But some people deserted in the face of the battle, abandoned the people, and lived in an ignoble way. For a time, Ying suffered endless abuse and ridicule, both online and in real life. Even her former good friends looked down upon her, and all of them began to distance themselves from her and neglect her. Ying has never suffered this kind of grievance since she was a child, and her mental state can no longer be maintained. So she locked herself in her room all day long, not going out or talking to anyone. By the time we reacted, she was already suffering from depression. Hearing this, Tu Lily's heart instantly surged with anger. Are these people sick? If you don't run away in that situation, are you waiting to die? Let a warrior who has not yet entered the level face so many aliens in the mortal martial realm. This is moral kidnapping. You still dare to insult Ying? This is mental bullying. These people should be killed by the aliens. They are not worth saving at all. The more Tu Lily talked, the angrier she became. She wished she could beat those people to death right now. Chapter 83, The Martial Arts Gym opens. Hey, Tu Hongfei sighed. So people are most afraid of comparison. If it weren't for the young man at the back, all the people in the hospital would have been bitten to death by the aliens. Then Ying's choice to escape is absolutely correct. No one can say anything about her. But after she left, someone beat those aliens to death. Such a comparison shows that Ying is a bit greedy for life and afraid of death. You also know that our 7-star civilization looks down upon deserters the most. Although Ying is not a soldier yet, she left a bad impression because of her sudden escape. Those who originally had a good impression of her have changed their minds. Although they didn't say it explicitly, I could sense it. There was a martial arts university that wanted to recruit Ying as their student, but they even sent Ying a letter of recommendation. I didn't agree immediately. After this matter came out, I wanted to agree, but the other party didn't want to accept it yet. Listening to her old father's words, Tu Lily's face turned ugly. These people are so realistic. Tu Hongfei said, You can't blame others. Everyone seeks advantages and avoids disadvantages. If you can't give others value, you can't blame them for abandoning you. Tu Lily frowned and said, That's what you say. I can understand it, but understanding doesn't mean accepting. Tu Hongfei sighed again. Hey, if Ying did not run away at that time, but chose to stay and fight against the aliens with that boy, then it won't be like this. Maybe she could be like that boy and become what people call a hero. But it's too late to say anything now. Some things, since you have made choice, you have to be responsible for the results. Tu Lily frowned and said, then what should we do now? If Ying's condition was not treated in time, I'm really afraid that she would have lost her mind and done something to harm herself that day. I've heard that many people with depression end up committing suicide. I don't want to see Ying like that. Tu Hongfei frowned and said, I originally wanted Ying to participate in the high school martial arts meet, but because of this incident, I had to give up. I have also suspended Ying from school. We also hired the best psychiatrist for her. Treat for a while first to see if there is any effect. If not, you can only think of other ways. Seeing her old father's worried look, Tu Lily felt very distressed. A few months ago, his father was high-spirited and full of pride, but now he is haggard and his hair has turned a lot whiter. Let's not talk about it anymore. Tu Hongfei smiled and said, I can handle family matters. It's a matter of the martial arts school to find you back this time. Tu Hongfei took Tu Lily to the living room and poured her a cup of tea. Tu Lily took a sip of tea and said, you told me on the phone that the disciple in the new martial arts school is very troublesome. I'm very curious about who it is that actually needs me to take action. Tu Hongfei said, you remember what I just told you about, the young man who defeated aliens in the hospital, saved everyone, and was called a hero by the people. Is it him? Tu Lily asked. Tu Hongfei nodded. Yes, that's him. That young man's name is Zhen. I'm only 15 years old this year. Now we are in the mortal martial realm, and our martial arts and body skills have reached the 5th level. What? Tu Lily was shocked on the spot when she heard this. A 15-year-old in the mortal martial realm? His martial arts and body skills are still at the 5th level. Really or not? Tu Lily looked surprised. She is a genius herself, and Noah University, where she attends, is also full of geniuses. But no one can do it like Zhen. A 15-year-old mortal martial artist is still at the double 5th level. This is incredible. Tu Hongfei said, everyone who came back from the high school martial arts club said that he is in the mortal martial arts realm and double 5th level. But there is no video leaked online, and I'm not 100% sure whether it is true. But so many people say it's true, so let's just take it as true. At the level of mortal martial realm and double 5th stage, there is no other young warrior with such strength in Jinhai City. No one can compete with him. That's why I called you back from Noah University. Tu Lily nodded. If it is true, it is indeed a bit tricky. Without me, I really can't win. Does the other party know that it's me who comes to kick the gym? What's their attitude? Tu Hongfei said, I have already issued a letter of challenge to them. They also accepted it, but there was no response. No response. Tu Lily sneered. Are they that confident? Or do they look down on me? Tu Hongfei said, I don't know. The other party's background is not small. The master of a new martial arts school is Luo Cheng, who was very famous in the military back then. He is at the pinnacle of the extreme martial arts realm, and his signature martial arts shadowless technique is even more prestigious. Back then, one man defended the city and killed the foreigners so that they did not dare to act rashly. With him as the martial arts master and Zhen, a talented young man, they have the confidence to fight us. Hearing this, Tu Lily sneered disdainfully. Are you so confident at the peak of the extreme martial arts realm? Don't they know that my mentor is in the quasi-god realm? I've been practicing with my mentor for several years. Although I am still in the mortal martial realm, my life level has reached level 16.7. My martial arts and body skills have also broken through to the 5th level. Although I'm not the strongest among the many disciples of my mentor, I am not far behind. No one dared to look down on me at Noah University. I didn't expect that I would be looked down upon so much when I returned to Jinhai City. If my senior brothers and sisters find out, they will laugh at me. Tu Hongfei smiled and continued. Generally speaking, only martial arts disciples can compete in the gym. But you are my daughter. You have been practicing martial arts at Lingfeng Martial Arts School since you were a child, so you can be considered a disciple. It's up to you to act, and no one else can find fault. This kickoff is related to the future survival of these old martial arts gyms in Jinhai City. It's all up to you. Tu Lily sneered, "Don't worry, Dad. Now that I'm back, I won't let them succeed. The martial arts industry in Jinhai City is our territory, and I will never allow outsiders to get involved." The news of Tu Lily's return caused a small sensation in Jinhai City. Everyone knows that he came back to play in the gym. The opening of the new martial arts gym has become the most concerning thing for the people of Jinhai City. They all waited for the opening of the new martial arts gym with the intention of watching the excitement. As time passed, the day for the opening of the new martial arts gym finally arrived. On this day, the sun is just right and the temperature is suitable, making it a suitable day to go out. It is also the day when the new martial arts gym opens. Early in the morning, the outside of the new martial arts hall was already crowded with people. These people are all here for the kickoff session. Chapter 84, Playing in the Gym. Today is the opening day, and Zhen got up early in the morning. After he finished washing, he went downstairs to prepare for breakfast. Usually at this time, Grandma has already prepared breakfast for him, but when he went downstairs, he found that the kitchen was deserted, and he didn't see his grandmother. Where's Grandma? Zhen felt strange. He came outside his grandmother's room and was about to knock on the door when he found that the door was open and his grandmother was lying on the bed covered with a thick quilt. "Grandma, why did you get up so late today?" Zhen asked with a smile. Grandma didn't respond, still lying on the bed. Zhen felt strange. After walking over, he found that his grandmother's face was extremely ugly and she looked very uncomfortable. "My forehead was hot and I was sweating constantly." "Grandma, what's wrong with you?" Zhen asked quickly. Grandma still didn't respond. Zhen had a bad premonition in his heart. He quickly carried his grandmother on his back and ran toward the hospital. Other side, there was already a sea of people outside the martial arts hall. In addition to those watching the fun, there were also many media reporters. Of course, there are people from other martial arts schools. In the new martial arts hall, everyone also came early in the morning. On such an important day, everyone seemed very excited. They were wearing identical martial arts uniforms, and the materials and workmanship of each piece were of the highest quality. You could tell at a glance that they had spent a lot of money. Luo Chung looked at everyone and asked, "Is everyone here?" Fugue said, "Everyone else is here. Only senior brother Lu is here. I've called him, and he said he's on his way. Should be arriving soon." Luo Chung nodded and looked at Qiu Daji aside. "Boss Qiu, whether we can gain a foothold in Jinhai City depends on today. The kicker should be waiting outside the door." "Are you ready?" Qiu Daji smiled and said, "I have been planning for this day for many years and have been prepared for it for a long time. Just open the door." Luo Chung nodded. "Okay, then I'll open the door." With that said, Luo Chung opened the door of the new martial arts hall with his own hands. As soon as he opened the door, he saw countless figures standing outside waiting. Coming. It's open. They're out." Looking at the people outside, Luo Chung cupped his hands and smiled. "Today is the opening day of Qiu's martial arts gym. I am martial arts master Luo Chung. Thank you for your support. From now on, Qiu's martial arts school will be a part of Jinhai City. I hope everyone can take good care of it. Take care of me." As soon as he finished speaking, people from other martial arts schools came up impatiently. Tu Hongfei cupped his hands and smiled. "Congratulations. I am Tu Hongfei, the president of Jinhai City Martial Arts Association and the owner of Lingfeng Martial Arts Gym. Today, I will bring my colleagues from other martial arts schools to express my congratulations to the new martial arts gym. Wish you a happy opening." After Tu Hongfei finished speaking, other martial arts gym owners and their disciples also said in unison, "Wish you a happy opening." The sound was loud and deafening. Seeing them, those watching the excitement instantly became excited. Come on. The kickoff session is coming." Luo Chung knew the other party's purpose, but since the other party came to congratulate him, he just greeted him with a smile. He cupped his hands and said with a smile, "Thanks so much. We will all be colleagues from now on, so please take good care of me." Tu Hongfei smiled and said, "That's natural. Senior Luo's name is well known in the military. There's also a glorious record of one person defending the city. I, too, admire you very much." But Tu Hongfei changed his words and his eyes changed. But there are rules. Although I admire you, I must act according to the rules. According to the rules of the 7-star civilization, any new martial arts gym that opens must be approved by the old martial arts gym. That is to say, kicking the gym. Only by winning the kicking gym can a new martial arts gym continue to open. Does Senior Luo know this rule? Luo Cheng smiled and said, since I dare to open a new martial arts gym, I naturally know. I have prepared the arena a long time ago and am waiting for you to come and compete. Inside, please. Luo Cheng made a gesture of invitation. Tu Hongfei did not hesitate and led everyone into the new martial arts hall. And when they entered, they couldn't help but be amazed. This environment, this equipment, no matter which one is top-notch, is incomparable to other martial arts schools. Tu Hongfei looked at the surrounding environment and became even more determined that he must not let the new martial arts gym open. With this environment and equipment, if he were to be an apprentice, he would not hesitate to choose the new martial arts school. If new martial arts schools are allowed to open, these old martial arts schools can really close their doors. Under the leadership of Luo Cheng, we came to the battle room. There is a huge arena in the battle room. Luo Cheng said, let's decide the winner here. Tu Hongfei said, it's refreshing since Senior Luo is so direct. Then let's stop talking nonsense. Lily, it's your turn. The words fell. A girl wearing sportswear and short hair walked out of the crowd. She slowly walked to the edge of the ring and jumped on without hesitation. She looked down at the disciples in the new martial arts hall, her face full of confidence. Is she Tu Lily? The most evil genius in Zhenhai City? Tu Lily, who was admitted to Noah University as a teenager and was even accepted as a disciple by a strong man in the quasi-god realm. When the disciples of the new martial arts school, including the lively audience, saw Tu Lily, they all showed surprised expressions on their faces. Tu Hongfei said, this is my daughter, Tu Lily. He is also the disciple responsible for kicking the gym this time. Please, Lu Zhen, come out. Everyone looked at Luo Cheng and then at the disciples of the new martial arts hall, but they did not find Lu Zhen. Luo Cheng looked at Qiu Fugue on the side and asked, isn't Lu Zhen here yet? Qiu Fugue said, not here yet, probably still on the way. Luo Cheng nodded. Call and urge him to hurry up. It's already started here. Qiu Fugue nodded, then took out his mobile phone and dialed Lu Zhen's number, but no one answered after several calls. Master Luo, no one answered Lu Zhen's call. Qiu Fugue said truthfully, what's going on? Luo Cheng frowned instantly. Qiu Fugue said, I don't know. I could get through it early in the morning, but I don't know why I can't get through it now. He should still be on his way here. Luo Cheng frowned. That's all. I'll delay it for a while. Luo Cheng cupped his hands towards Tu Hongfei and smiled. I'm sorry, Master Tuesday. Lu Zhen is on his way. Please wait a moment. Tu Hongfei smiled and said, well, since no one has arrived, I will wait a while. In this way, everyone waited for Lu Zhen's arrival in the battle room for 2 hours. Everyone's patience was gone. Tu Hongfei couldn't help it anymore and stood up and said, Master Luo, I wonder how long we have to wait. Luo Cheng forced a smile and said, it's almost here. It should be there soon. Luo Cheng was also anxious. Who knew that Lu Zhen suddenly lost his temper at this time and called him many times, but no one answered. Tu Hongfei also gave Luo Cheng a lot of face. After waiting for another hour, Lu Zhen still didn't come. She couldn't help but stand up again and said, Senior Luo, I have been waiting for 3 hours. You are a senior. I will give you enough face. But we can't keep waiting like this. The official opening time of your new martial arts gym is 11 o'clock. It's already 10:30. If you don't start now, you will have to admit defeat. Upon hearing this, Qiu Daji became anxious instantly. He quickly asked, Master Luo, what should I do? Luo Cheng frowned and said, we can't delay it any longer. Let's start first, Qiu Daji said. Then who will go up and fight that Tu Lily? Luo Cheng looked at the apprentices behind him and asked, which of you is willing to come out and challenge? After hearing this, all the apprentices hesitated. Tu Lily was in the mortal martial realm. How could they, warriors who had not even entered the realm, be his opponents. Aren't you seeking death if you go up there? At this time, Su Shangnin stood up and said, Master Luo, I am willing to fight for the martial arts school. Seeing Su Shangnin stand up, Luo Cheng and Qiu Daji were very moved. Knowing that your opponent is so strong, yet you still dare to challenge him. Such courage is truly rare. Katsuo, then it's up to you. Luo Cheng said to her. Su Shengnin nodded, then jumped directly onto the ring. Waited for so long. It's finally starting. Seeing someone come on stage, the atmosphere at the scene instantly lit up. Chapter 85 finally caught up. Tu Hongfei knew that Luo Cheng was stalling for time, but he didn't say much. Luo Cheng is a senior, so he still has to give him the face he deserves. Tu Hongfei said to Tu Lily, Lily, be gentle. Kicking is not a life or death battle, and you must not hurt anyone's life. I know. Tu Lily chuckled disdainfully, not taking Su Shengnin seriously at all. Start. As the sound rang out, Su Shengnin took out his horizontal knife, unleashed all his strength, and slashed at the opponent. Hiss! The sword slashed horizontally, making a sound of tearing the air. Tu Lily didn't dodge at all. She just stood there quietly. Just when the horizontal knife was about to hit her, she suddenly stretched out 2 fingers and directly clamped Su Xingnan's horizontal knife. With a slight flick, the horizontal knife in Su Xingnan's hand was thrown out and inserted into the wall. Su Shangnan was shocked as he lost his weapon. The opponent doesn't look much older than me, but his realm is actually so much stronger. Tu Lily suddenly launched a palm, and Su Shangnan, who had no weapon, could only block it with his hands. But where he could block it, the whole person was directly thrown away by the palm and hit the pillar outside the ring. Boring. Tu Lily snorted disdainfully. Fortunately, she didn't hit hard, just slapped her lightly. If that palm had used its full strength, Su Shangnan would have died by now. Shangnan, are you okay? Luo Cheng looked at Su Shengnin worriedly. Su Xingnan's face turned pale. I'm fine, I'm sorry, Master Luo. Luo Cheng said, You don't need to apologize, you have done your best. At this time, Tu Hongfei stood up and said with a proud smile, Master Luo, do you want to continue the competition? You have also seen Lily's realm. It is not comparable to these ordinary disciples. Everyone's time is valuable. If Lu Zhen doesn't come out, you should just admit defeat. Stop wasting everyone's time. Luo Cheng looked ugly. He looked at the crowd, but still couldn't find Lu Zhen. Just when he didn't know how to answer, Qiu Fugue stood up again. I'll do it. Qiu Fugue jumped onto the ring without hesitation. Son, don't force yourself, Qiu Daji said worriedly. Qiu Fugue said, I've been preparing for so many years to get here today. How could I be willing to let the new martial arts gym close like this? Although the new martial arts school was invested by Qiu Daji, Qiu Fugue, as his son, was also sponsored by him. If his own business were to close down like this, he would be very distressed. Good son, come on. Be careful. Don't get beaten to death, Qiu Daji said with pride. Qiu Fugue made an okay gesture. Start. As the sound of beginning sounded, Qiu Fugue took out his weapon and took a defensive stance. He looked at the other person and smiled. Hello, my name is Qiu Fugue, Fugue's Fu, Fugue's Gue. Your name is Tu Lily. It's an honor to fight you. I've heard of you a long time ago. I have admired you for a long time, but unfortunately, I am just an ordinary person. Except for having a little money, he is good for nothing. After Qiu Fugue came to power, he did not start fighting, but kept talking. It doesn't matter whether the other party understands or not. He just talks nonsense when he opens his mouth. Is this guy's mouth a machine gun? Can you say that? Tu Lily was stunned for a moment and forgot about the battle for a while. Seeing this scene, Tu Hongfei instantly saw Qiu Fugue's plan. He immediately said, Lily, ignore him. He is stalling for time. Resolve it as soon as possible. Tu Lily reacted instantly, and she couldn't help but chuckle. How dare you, Qiu Fugue, to trick me? Then don't blame me. The words fell. Tu Lily rushed towards Qiu Fugue and slapped him. So fast. Qiu Fugue was shocked and wanted to defend himself, but it was too late. Puff! With one palm, Kyu Fugue and his company were knocked off the ring with their weapons. Ah! Kyu Fugue hit the ground and made a sound of pain. Son, are you okay? Kyu Daji helped him up distressfully. It was hit so hard. Do you think I'm okay? Kyu Fugue said with a painful expression. Looking at them, Tu Hongfei stood up again. Master Luo, you are a senior, and I respect you very much. You want to open a new martial arts school? I will accompany you. Your people didn't arrive, so you asked me to wait, and I did. I've already given you enough face. I hope you can give me some face too. Stop delaying. These apprentices of yours cannot be Lily's opponents. If Lu Zhen doesn't come again, just admit defeat. Stop wasting everyone's time. With Tu Hongfei taking the lead, other martial arts gym owners immediately followed suit. That is, just admit defeat. I think that Lu Zhen is afraid that he won't be able to defeat Lily and will feel embarrassed, so he doesn't dare to show his face. Otherwise, why haven't you dared to show up until now? Stop delaying. Admit defeat quickly. I'm spending millions every minute, wasting my time here with you. Can you afford to pay for it? The old martial arts school had the upper hand. They were very proud and spoke very arrogantly. When some of the onlookers saw this scene, they couldn't help but be moved by them. Isn't it said that Lu Zhen has reached the mortal martial realm? Or is he at the double fifth level? You don't dare to accept this challenge? I think it's 80% fake. Otherwise, why is there no video to prove it? It's true that he is called a hero, but he is only a 15-year-old boy. If you think about it, you will know how it is possible for him to reach that level at that age. I think this is false news spread by Kyu Daji specifically to hype up the new martial arts school. Who knew that Director 2 suddenly called Tu Lily back? They must know that Lu Zhen is no match for Tu Lily, so they don't dare to let him appear for fear that their lies will be exposed. Yes, that must be the case. These dog traders are so insidious. They will say anything to make money. Facing the pointing fingers from the surrounding audience, everyone in the new martial arts hall looked ugly. They had thought about countless outcomes, but they just didn't expect it would be like this. Can't you contact Lu Zhen yet? Luo Cheng asked again. Can't reach you, Kyu Fugue Yao said. What can we do? Luo Cheng looked ugly. Hey, Kyu Daji sighed and said, that's it. It seems that the new martial arts school has no chance. God is destined to prevent him from driving. Master Luo, admit defeat. Kyu Daji looked ugly and felt depressed. Boss Q, what? Luo Cheng wanted to say something else, but couldn't, so he could only sigh helplessly. In the current situation, continuing to delay will only make people look down upon it even more. That's it. Luo Cheng sighed, stood up straight, and walked toward the crowd. He raised his hands and looked at everyone and said, Sorry everyone, I kept you waiting for so long. After decision, this martial arts school officially announces, etc. Just when Luo Cheng was about to admit defeat, a familiar figure appeared at the door. Lu Zhen held onto the wall with one hand and breathed heavily. Finally caught up. Chapter 86. Are my eyes blurry? It's Lu Zhen. Lu Zhen is here. Seeing the visitor, everyone in the new martial arts hall became excited as if they had seen the savior. You're finally here. Why are you so tired? Luo Cheng walked up to Lu Zhen and couldn't help but ask. I'm sorry, Master Luo. Something happened at home, so I kept you waiting for a long time. Lu Zhen said with an apologetic look. Grandma suddenly became ill. Fortunately, she was sent to the hospital in time. After all-round treatment by doctors, her condition finally stabilized. After his condition stabilized, Lu Zhen rushed over immediately. However, the distance between the hospital and the new martial arts school was relatively long. Even if Lu Zhen rushed at full speed, he would still be a few hours late. It's okay, as long as people are here. Luo Cheng had no intention of blaming Lu Zhen. During the period of contact with Lu Zhen, he had a relatively good understanding of Lu Zhen's personality. If nothing urgent happened, Lu Zhen would never be late for no reason. Kyu Fugue came over and asked curiously, I called you so many times, why didn't you answer it? Is there any accident on the road? There was an accident, but it was not on the road, but at home. Lu Zhen said apologetically. I'm sorry, Brother Q. The situation was urgent, and I didn't bring my mobile phone. Fugue smiled. It's okay. I hope I can get here in time. If you're 2 minutes late, we will close. Sorry. Lu Zhen continued to apologize. This time, it was indeed his fault. Luo Cheng said, Let's go, we are all waiting for you. Luo Cheng led Lu Zhen inside. Seeing Lu Zhen, Tu Hongfei smiled and said, Lu Zhen, you are finally here. I thought you were too afraid to challenge. Lu Zhen said, Sorry everyone, I kept you waiting for so long. Tu Hongfei said, Looking at how tired you are, why don't you take a break first to catch your breath? Lest people say that we took advantage of others' danger and won without using force. Lu Zhen shook his head slightly and said, No need. I made you wait for so long. How can I still have the nerve to keep you waiting? After saying that, Lu Zhen jumped directly onto the ring. Seeing this, Tu Hongfei chuckled. Well, since you said so, what else can I say? Tu Hongfei looked at his daughter and said, Lily, be careful. Don't underestimate the enemy. Tu Lily nodded to express her understanding. With the appearance of Lu Zhen, the atmosphere instantly became exciting. The long-awaited session was finally about to begin. Everyone focused their attention on the ring. Start. As the sound sounded, the battle officially began. Lu Zhen stood there without making any move, just watching the other person quietly. Tu Lily saw this and asked curiously, Where is your weapon? Lu Zhen said, I'm not used to using weapons. I like to use fists. What a coincidence. Tu Lily chuckled. I also like to use my fists. After saying that, Tu Lily's eyes changed and she rushed towards Lu Zhen. Since Lu Zhen doesn't take the initiative to attack, she will attack. Tu Lily was very fast and arrived in front of Lu Zhen in an instant. She punched Lu Zhen without hesitation. Lu Zhen immediately raised his hand to resist. Puff! This punch directly knocked Lu Zhen back several meters. It is indeed the 5th level of martial arts and the 5th level of body skills. With just this punch, Lu Zhen had already seen the opponent's strength. Tu Lily's mental strength is not yet known, but her martial arts and body skills are both at the 5th level, and she is still at the 16.7 level of mortal martial arts. The realm is several levels higher than mine. You can actually block my attack easily. It seems that you are indeed at the 5th Dan level as rumored. Then I won't show any mercy. Tu Lily's eyes were sharp. I saw her clenching her fists with white mist covering them. The next second, a punch came out. A strong fist blast hit Lu Zhen. Lu Zhen saw the power of this punch. He did not continue to resist, but turned sideways and easily dodged it. The fist hit the wall not far behind Lu Zhen, leaving a deep fist mark. Seeing this, everyone watching the battle couldn't help but marvel. Ling Feng's boxing is really fierce. It's obviously just a boxing style, but its power is so scary. If this punch hits a person, he or she will be dead or disabled. Looking at the deep fist mark on the wall, everyone shuddered in their hearts. Then, Tu Lily punched Lu Zhen again. The punch was still fierce. Lu Zhen did not resist, but just dodged it. You're pretty good at hiding. Let's see how long you can hide. Tu Lily sneered. Then he used both fists together, and countless punches were fired at Lu Zhen like machine guns. Bang! Lu Zhen still kept dodging. It's a pity that the wall behind him was torn into pieces by these punches, and the entire wall collapsed. Tu Lily kept throwing punches, while Lu Zhen also kept dodging. But Lu Zhen's figure was slowly pushed into a corner by these punches. There is a flaw. Tu Lily narrowed her eyes and appeared behind Lu Zhen instantly. She punched Lu Zhen with all her strength without mercy. Oops! Seeing this scene, the hearts of everyone watching were instantly lifted. Lu Zhen has been forced into a corner, and he may not be able to dodge this punch. Even if Lu Zhen blocked the punch, he would still fall off the ring due to the terrain. It's over. Tu Lily had a winner's smile on her face. She knew that Lu Zhen was also in the 5th stage of movement, and if she wanted to confront him head-on, she might have to fight for a long time. So, she thought of a way to force Lu Zhen into a corner so that he had nowhere to hide, and then shoot him down, and the battle would be won. Tu Lily punched out, but what she didn't expect was Lu Zhen actually didn't resist, but just watched the punch hit him. Tu Lily thought Lu Zhen had given up resistance, so she attacked Lu Zhen mercilessly. And when her fist hit Lu Zhen, it passed directly through him, as if it had hit the air. What? Tu Lily was shocked on the spot. Her fist was embedded in Lu Zhen's body, but she couldn't feel it at all. This is illusion. Tu Lily recognized at a glance that the body he hit was fake. Since it is an illusion, the true form must be hiding somewhere else. Just when Tu Lily wanted to turn around and look for her true body, Lu Zhen, the illusionist in front of her, punched him. Tu Lily subconsciously felt that this was an illusion and not real, so she ignored it. Never thought, puff. Lu Zhen's punch hit her directly in the face. What? Tu Lily was shocked. Isn't this an illusion? How can you still hit someone? Tu Lily's whole body was thrown away by this punch. Fortunately, the power of this punch was not very strong. She immediately adjusted her condition and put on a defensive posture. When she recovered, a scene appeared in front of him that shocked him. She saw Lu Zhen standing in front of her. No matter the clothes, hair, smell, etc., they're almost exactly the same. I can't tell which one is true and which one is false. This, Lu Zhen. Are my eyes blurred? Tu Lily's eyes widened, filled with disbelief. Chapter 87, Which One is Real? FK. Damn it, there are actually two Lu Zhens. The scene on the ring shocked everyone watching. This scene was completely beyond their understanding. Only Luo Cheng could not help but raise the corners of his mouth slightly when he saw this scene. What kind of move is this? Is it an illusion? If it's an illusion, why can the phantom attack people? Tu Hongfei looked shocked and looked at the scene on the ring in disbelief. And when he saw Luo Cheng's expression, he suddenly thought of something. Could it be? Is this the shadowless technique? Tu Hongfei had only heard of the name shadowless technique, but had never seen it personally. He only knew that shadowless technique was a powerful martial art, but he really didn't know what type it was. Master Luo, is Lu Zhen's move really the shadowless technique? Qiu Fuguei asked Luo Cheng beside him. Others also looked at Luo Cheng with doubtful eyes. Luo Cheng nodded. Yes, it's the shadowless technique. Tu Hongfei was shocked when he heard Luo Cheng admit it personally. Isn't it said that the shadowless technique is difficult to learn? How did you learn it so quickly? Although Tu Hongfei has never seen what shadowless technique looks like, he has also heard of it. This is a very difficult move to learn, and you won't be able to learn it in just a few years. Lu Zhen and Luo Cheng have known each other for less than a month, right? Even if he was taught this skill as soon as they met, he wouldn't be able to get started so quickly, right? At this moment, Tu Hongfei frowned and had a bad feeling in his heart. He shouted to Tu Lily on the stage. Lily, deal with it with all your strength. There is no need to hold back. Tu Lily nodded. Even if Tu Hongfei didn't say it, she knew. She looked at the two Lu Zhen opposite and sneered. Is this the shadowless technique? What a magical skill. I'm going to use my full strength. Tu Lily clenched her fists and her eyes became cold. Broken Flow Wind Heart Fist. Tu Lily shouted loudly, attacked Lu Zhen fiercely, and rushed in front of Lu Zhen in an instant. The punch was thrown out, both in speed and strength, much more powerful than before. But she doesn't seem to realize the true power of shadowless technique. She punched out, but it still hit the illusion. This one is fake, then the other one is real. After discovering that it was an illusion, Tu Lily instantly turned around and punched the other one again. Unexpectedly, this punch was still empty. Both are illusions? How is this possible? Tu Lily looked shocked and in disbelief. In her opinion, if one of the two Lu Zhen is an illusion, then the other must be real. But she couldn't figure out how it could be possible that both were illusions when both of them were clearly attacking. Under the ring, Tu Hongfei looked at this scene. His face changed drastically, and he felt something bad in his heart. This shadowless technique is indeed not as simple as an illusion. Now we're in trouble. In the arena, Tu Lily frowned, realizing that the situation had become difficult. If it's just a pure illusion, then just find the main body to attack. But if they're all illusions, which one should be attacked? For a moment, Tu Lily didn't know what to do. Do you feel confused? It's okay to be confused. Lu Zhen looked at him and smiled. It was the first time he saw this situation, and he was confused. Since you don't attack, it's your turn. The two Lu Zhan's eyes changed, and they rushed towards Tu Lily. Tu Lily couldn't tell which of the two was real and which was fake, so she could only defend passively. Seeing the Lu Zhan in front of him punch him, he subconsciously raised his hand to block it. But I didn't expect that this Lu Zhan was fake. But the real Lu Zhan had already appeared behind her and punched her in the back. Puff! This punch directly knocked Tu Lily away. After Tu Lily rolled on the ground a few times, she quickly got up and put on a defensive posture again. And the two Lu Zhans had already rushed towards her again. Punch me! Lu Zhan shouted loudly and punched Tu Lily fiercely. Tu Lily resisted again. This punch was still an illusion. I still want to do this. With the experience from last time, Tu Lily suddenly turned around and punched Lu Zhan behind her. Unexpectedly, Lu Zhan behind him was also an illusionist, and Lu Zhan, who was just in front of him and was regarded as an illusion by him, punched him again. The two Lu Zhan's flanking attacks were so fierce that even Tu Lily's fifth-stage body skills could not react. He was directly played crazy by these two Lu Zhan. Lu Zhan didn't show any pity for her, and punched Tu Lily until her nose was bruised and her face was swollen. The originally delicate face was now almost as swollen as a pig's head. Ah, a hole! Which one is real? Tu Lily roared crazily, and her mentality could no longer hold back at this moment. This is not a fight at all. This is clearly an all-round play by the opponent. You can't hit him at all. You can only be beaten violently by him. True or false? Is this the power of shadowless technique? It's so sweaty. Watching Tu Lily being played crazily by Lu Zhan on the ring. At this moment, everyone watching the battle finally saw the truly terrifying aspect of shadowless technique. His strength does not lie in his lethality, but in confusing his opponents so that they cannot distinguish between true and false. Damn it! How could there be such disgusting martial arts? Tu Hongfei's face was extremely ugly. Before the battle started, he had already guessed that the shadowless technique would be very troublesome, but he didn't expect that the real shadowless technique was more troublesome than he imagined. As long as Lu Zhan's true identity cannot be found, it is absolutely impossible for his daughter to win. In the arena, Tu Lily looked ugly and was covered in wounds. On the other hand, Lu Zhanfeng still looked calm. Lu Zhan said calmly, "Admit defeat, although your life level is higher than mine. But as long as you can't find my true identity, you can't defeat me." When he first discovered that the opponent's life level was higher than his own, Lu Zhan was still thinking about whether to use the KO fist. However, when he used the shadowless technique, he found that this move alone was already difficult for Tu Lily to deal with, and there was no need to use other martial arts. At the same time, he finally felt the power of this move. No wonder Luo Cheng was able to defend the city by himself with the strength of the peak of the extreme martial arts realm, so that the foreigners did not dare to step across the Thunder Pool. Even though she was only a clone, Tu Lily, who was in a higher realm than herself, was already unable to resist. Luo Cheng can transform into 8 clones. Who can withstand this? Lu Zhan looked at Tu Lily and said, "Admit defeat. You've already suffered enough injuries. There's no need to keep holding on. You can't win. Admit defeat." Tu Lily chuckled. "Even if I, Tu Lily, die in this arena, I will not admit defeat." After saying that, Tu Lily burst out with all her strength and speed again and rushed towards Lu Zhan. This attack has become without any structure at all, and she has been blinded by anger. "Then you can't blame me." Lu Zhan shook his head helplessly. He has given her a chance, and since she doesn't cherish it, he can only be cruel. Chapter 88. How about this explanation? Tu Lily punched out, but it still hit the illusion. Before she could react, Lu Zhan had already appeared behind her. Aiming at her back, Lu Zhan came up and kicked her. This kick directly kicked Tu Lily away, and she still wanted to stop her body. Unexpectedly, Lu Zhan didn't give her a chance to react, and the two Lu Zhan took action together. Puff! Tu Lily flew out directly. It didn't stop until it hit the wall outside the ring. Tu Lily herself also fainted. Lily! Tu Hongfei rushed to Tu Lily in an instant and picked her up. "Lily, how are you?" Tu Hongfei's eyes were red, and he was filled with grief when he saw that his daughter was covered in injuries. Fortunately, there were medical personnel at the scene. After examination, they found that nothing was wrong. He was just injured too seriously and fainted. Lu Zhen, it's just a discussion. You are too harsh. Is it necessary to beat people like this? Tu Hongfei pointed at Lu Zhen and asked angrily loudly. The aura of the ultimate warrior on his body was released unabashedly. The pressure of that aura made Lu Zhen feel a little uncomfortable. He was just an ordinary warrior and could not withstand the pressure of Tu Hongfei's extreme martial arts realm. Just then, a stronger pressure from the extreme martial realm overwhelmed Tu Hongfei's momentum. Master Tu, what do you want to do? Are you questioning Lu Zhen? Luo Cheng looked at Tu Hongfei coldly, and the peak of the extreme martial arts realm in him exploded. Luo Cheng and Tu Hongfei are both in the extreme martial arts realm, but Tu Hongfei is only in the ordinary extreme martial arts realm, while Luo Cheng is at the peak of the extreme martial arts realm. Tu Hongfei's pressure was no match for Luo Cheng. He knew that he had lost his composure, so he quickly put away his momentum and became much calmer. Master Luo, we'll wait until you agree. Isn't Lu Zhen from your martial arts school going too far? Look at what my daughter was beaten into. Tu Hongfei asked with a dark face. Luo Cheng said, it is inevitable to get injured during martial arts competitions. What's more, Lu Zhen has reminded you many times to let your daughter admit defeat. It was her daughter who always refused, so Lu Zhen was cruel. As the master of the martial arts gym, Tu Hongfei naturally knows this truth, but knowing it doesn't mean you can accept it. No one else could bear it if his own daughter was beaten like this. Tu Hongfei said unwillingly, but this is too cruel. People have fainted, so you have to give some explanation. Explain. Luo Cheng sneered, and the aura of his peak martial arts realm exploded again, directly suppressing Tu Hongfei's breath. How about this explanation? Tu Hongfei felt extremely uncomfortable and quickly raised his hand to signal Luo Cheng to stop. Tu Hongfei's face turned pale, and he immediately raised his hands to show weakness. I'm rude. Please forgive me, Master Luo. We lost this time in the competition, Luo Cheng said coldly. You should be glad that this is just a discussion. If it were on a real battlefield, your daughter would have died countless times. You still have the nerve to ask me for an explanation? Luo Cheng is a person who has actually been on the battlefield. The bloodiness and ferocity in his bones are beyond the comparison of ordinary warriors. Although he looks like an ordinary middle-aged man on weekdays, once he gets violent, most people can't handle it. Tu Hongfei knew that the other party was not easy to mess with, so he quickly handed over his hands and said, Senior Luo said so. It's me, Meng Lang. Let's leave now. I'm sorry for causing you so much trouble today. He will definitely come to your door with gifts to apologize. After Tu Hongfei finished speaking, he took his people and ran away without waiting for the other party to reply. Some of the onlookers couldn't help but be surprised when they saw this scene. Tu Hongfei has been in Jinhai City for so many years, and this is the first time he has seen him in such a mess. At the same time, their views on this new martial arts school have also changed. I'm afraid this new martial arts school is not easy to mess with. After Tu Hong flew away, Luo Cheng's originally indifferent face suddenly changed. He cupped his hands and smiled at everyone. Sorry to make you laugh. You all have seen the result just now. The master of Lingfeng Martial Arts School has personally admitted defeat. In other words, they have recognized our Qiu family martial arts school. According to the rules, the establishment of a new martial arts gym requires the approval of the old martial arts gym. I wonder if any of the martial arts colleagues present here want to continue playing in the gym? If anyone still wants to join the gym, our Qiu family martial arts gym is happy to accompany you. No one in the audience spoke. Even a warrior like Tu Lily is no match for Lu Zhen, who would dare to kick the gym. Seeing that no one came forward, Luo Cheng continued to laugh. Since no one wants to continue playing in the gym, it means that Qiu's martial arts gym has been recognized by colleagues from other martial arts gyms in Jinhai City. I declare, Qiu's martial arts school is officially opened. As Luo Cheng's words fell, the ceremonial team that had been prepared began to play music. Firecrackers sounded in unison and fireworks flew. Congratulations! Happy opening. It's a little careless and disrespectful. Everyone who was still watching also took out the gifts they had prepared long ago. The reason why I didn't send it directly at the beginning was because I was waiting to see the result of playing. If the kickout is successful, the new martial arts gym won't be able to open, so there is no need to give this gift. But now that the kickoff has failed, the new martial arts gym has officially opened. There is no need to hide the gifts you brought. After the new martial arts gym opened, it recruited another 100 apprentices, and the tuition fees were terrifyingly expensive. But people are still flocking to it, and the 100 places are filled instantly. They all saw that the strength of Luo Cheng and Lu Zhen was not even a little stronger than that of Lingfeng Martial Arts School. Joining the new martial arts school definitely has a better future than joining the Lingfeng Martial Arts School. The new martial arts school is very busy. After playing in the gym, Lu Zhen had nothing to do. He just found a corner and sat down. Rushing from the hospital to the new martial arts gym took a lot of energy, and fighting Tu Lily also took a lot of mental energy. Even though he looked like he was fine now, he was already very tired. At this time, a familiar figure walked up to him. "Principal Wang, you are here." Seeing the visitor, Lu Zhen smiled. Wang Dexing said, "For such a big event as the opening of the new martial arts gym, I will definitely come. I also saw the fight between you and Tu Lily. With your current strength, you can definitely enter the martial arts trial camp." "Martial arts trial camp?" Lu Zhen asked curiously. "What is this?" Wang Dexing said, "Martial arts trial camp, a nationwide martial arts trial. Only those who win the high school Budokai individual competition can participate. Admissions teachers from top martial arts universities across the country will go there to observe in person. During the trial camp, they will observe the performance of each warrior, and those who perform well will receive their letters of recommendation. You don't need to go to high school or take the college entrance examination. You can go directly to college. You can understand that the martial arts training camp is a battle for quotas. Besides the martial arts college entrance examination, it is another way to enter a top martial arts university." Chapter 89 Guards General. Ghost Wu. Wang Dexing sat next to Lu Zhen and said seriously, "With your current strength, continuing to go to high school is a waste of time. Our Shuijing High School can't teach you anything. Only going to a martial arts university will help you grow." Lu Zhen nodded. "I understand." Wang Dexing said, "There are only a few days left before the opening of the martial arts trial camp, so take a good rest during this time. You can also go back to school if you have time. After the martial arts trial camp is over, you will be a college student. Cultivation during college will be much busier than during high school. If I want to go back to school again, I'm afraid I won't have the time." "I will." Lu Zhen nodded. Although he has only been in Shuijing High School for a few months, he has already had feelings for it. Especially Wang Dexing. When he was in the most difficult situation and needed money the most, it was Wang Dexing who helped him without hesitation. "I can't grow up so fast without his help." Luo Cheng and Qiu Daji are warmly receiving everyone who comes to congratulate them. At this time, a strange face came to them. He was an ordinary middle-aged man, not tall, wearing a pair of old-fashioned gold-rimmed glasses and a cheap white shirt. He looked like a teacher from Xiao Middle School. "Who are you?" Qiu Daji looked at this person strangely. Those who came to congratulate were all wealthy and powerful local figures in Jinhai City, and Qiu Daji knew them all. But this was the first time Qiu Daji saw this ordinary middle-aged man. Luo Cheng on the side glanced at the man and was instantly shocked. "Gaowu, why is it you?" Luo Cheng looked at the middle-aged man in surprise. Qiu Daji asked curiously, "Master Luo, do you know him?" Luo Cheng nodded excitedly. "More than just knowing each other, we are old comrades in arms for many years." "Old comrade in arms?" Qiu Daji was shocked. Luo Cheng was a big shot in the army back then. To be his comrade in arms, he seemed to be no ordinary person. Gaowu looked at Luo Cheng and smiled and said, "Lao Luo, I haven't seen you for many years. You have changed a lot." Luo Cheng complained. "UBD, you didn't tell me in advance when you came. You scared me." Luo Cheng put his arm around Gaowu Wu's shoulders and said to Qiu Daji, Boss Qiu, I'll leave this to you. My old friend and I have something to talk about. Okay, you guys are busy. Qiu Daji nodded knowingly. Then, Luo Cheng took Gaowu Wu to the office. Luo Cheng personally poured a cup of tea for Gaowu Wu and said curiously, UBD, there's been no news for so many years. I thought that after you became the leader of the guards, you forgot about me, my old brother. Why do you suddenly want to see me today? After Gaowu Wu took a sip of tea, he smiled and said, You also know that it is not easy to be the guards of a single leader. On call 24 hours a day, without even a day off. I would like to see you, but I don't have time. Luo Cheng said, Then why do you have time today? Is it possible that he came with a mission? Gaowu Wu smiled and said, You really got it right. I did come with a mission this time. I just took this opportunity to see you. You're still a hero back then. Even if your strength cannot continue to advance, you are still at the peak of the extreme martial arts realm. Why did you end up working as a martial arts master after you retired from the army? Luo Cheng sighed. You think I do? The owner of this martial arts gym is called Qiu Daji. His father helped me back then. I owe him a big favor. Although his father is gone, I still have to repay this favor. Gaowu Wu nodded. It's really hard to repay a debt of gratitude. It's a bit unfair to use your skills as a martial arts master. Luo Cheng said happily. At first, I felt a little inferior, but after coming here, I found someone suitable to inherit the shadowless technique. You also know that I've been looking for an heir for so many years, and how much energy and time I spent during this period. This time I finally found a suitable one. Not to mention being a martial arts master, I would also be willing to be a martial arts apprentice. Gaowu Wu smiled and said, It must be Lu Zhen. I also saw his fight just now. The shadowless technique is masterfully used, no worse than yours. It's incredible to be able to perform at this level at this age, as expected of a person that Leader Shan values. Leader Shan, Luo Cheng was stunned for a moment and asked curiously, Is Leader Shan also paying attention to Lu Zhen? Gaowu Wu nodded. To tell you the truth, my mission this time is related to Lu Zhen, and it's a task personally assigned by Leader Shan. A mission personally assigned by Leader Shan? Luo Cheng was surprised. Is it really okay for you to tell me this? Aren't you afraid that the mission will be leaked? Gaowu Wu smiled and said, Look, I scared you. There is no need to keep this mission a secret. It's okay if you find out. Luo Cheng asked curiously. You should have reached the nuclear weapons realm now, right? What exactly is the mission? I actually want you to execute it personally. Let alone China. Nuclear weapons are the core combat power of Blue Star and a 7-star civilization. Such strong men are usually generals who guard other worlds and rarely do other tasks. It's probably not an easy task for Gaowu Wu, a strong man in the nuclear weapons realm, to personally carry out. Gaowu Wu said, My mission is to protect Lu Zhen 24 hours a day and prevent aliens from assassinating him. Hearing this, Luo Cheng was shocked. Is it true? How can Lu Zhen make Leader Shan take him so seriously? Actually, you, a general of the guards, are sent out as a personal bodyguard? Gaowu Wu smiled and said, Leader Shan has been paying attention to Lu Zhen's every move since the Haiyu tribe invaded Jinhai City. Lu Zhen's growth rate also makes Leader Shan incredible. You may not know that Lu Zhen was only at level 8.0 a few months ago, but now he is at level 13.1 of the mortal martial realm. His martial arts level was only at the 2nd level a few months ago, but now it has broken through the 5th level, and his martial arts, body, technique, and spirit are at the 3rd and 5th levels. There's been so much growth in just a few months. There is no other talent like this in the entire 7-star civilization. Are you kidding me? How could Lu Zhen, with such a perverted talent, be only level 8.0 a few months ago? Luo Cheng felt incredible. Gaowu Wu looked strange and said, You taught him the shadowless technique. Don't you know his previous situation? Luo Cheng shook his head. I did check his previous information, but the query system was abnormal and I couldn't find any information related to him at all. Gaowu Wu smiled and said, That's because you checked late. Leader Shan personally issued an order to block all information related to Lu Zhen. Except for the highest level executives who can check it, no one else can check it at all. Even I can't find it. If Leader Sean hadn't told me personally, I wouldn't have known there was such a thing. But this also proves in disguise Lu Zhan's importance in the eyes of senior officials. My task this time is very difficult. Chapter 90 Nuclear Weapons, Realm Bodyguard. Luo Cheng frowned and said, "If you are an ordinary person, asking you to be a bodyguard in the nuclear weapons realm is indeed a bit humiliating. But if it is to protect Lu Zhan, only the nuclear weapons realm is qualified. If I'm not wrong, the alien race should be targeting him, right?" Guwei Wu Dindian. According to the information we sent back from our informants inside the alien race, they have indeed noticed Lu Zhan. But it is still uncertain whether arrangements for the assassination have begun. For safety reasons, Leader Sean personally appointed me to be his bodyguard. Before he reaches the extreme martial realm, I will protect him 24 hours a day. Extreme martial arts realm? Luo Cheng asked curiously. Lu Zhan is only at the ordinary martial arts realm now, and there is still some distance to reach the extreme martial arts realm. I'm afraid this distance will take a lot of time. You are a single leader general of the guards. Do you have that much time? Guwei Wu smiled and said, "I hope this period will last as long as possible. This way I can fish with peace of mind. This is much more comfortable than being a guardsman. You don't know, despite the might and domineering nature of the guards, they only obey the orders of a single leader. But I work all year round with a sullen face every day, and my mental energy is highly concentrated all the time. I am exhausted. It's far less easy than being a bodyguard. Just for the task of being a bodyguard, we and the guards have been beaten to death. I also begged Leader Sean for a long time, and finally Leader Sean gave me this task." Luo Cheng chuckled lightly. "I say I'm a bodyguard, but actually I'm here for vacation." "Hey, you can't say that," Guwei Wu said with a smile. "Being a bodyguard is also part of the job. They're all orders from a single leader. There is no distinction between high and low. You think being a bodyguard is easy. You have to be careful every day that Lu Zhan is assassinated by an alien. If the alien succeeds, he will. I have to hold my head high and go back to apologize to Leader Sean." "Come on," Luo Cheng chuckled. "You are a strong man in the nuclear weapons realm, and you can kill people right under your nose. Unless the other party is in the quasi-god realm, who can do it? If a quasi-god level powerhouse really comes to assassinate Lu Zhan, it won't be called an assassination, but a declaration of war against our 7-star civilization. Which quasi-god realm would be so stupid as to declare war on the entire 7-star civilization for the sake of a young warrior who is not yet grown up? You are obviously taking advantage of the mission to come on vacation, and you are just protecting Lu Zhan. Tell me, is what I said true?" Guwei Wu smiled, as expected of Lao Luo. "After so many years of not seeing each other, you can still see through my thoughts at a glance. But vacationing is true, and protecting Lu Zhan is also true. There is no conflict between the two. Okay, let's not talk about this for now. Take me to meet Lu Zhan. I still have something to say to him alone. Come with me." Luo Cheng nodded, and then led Guwei Wu to find Lu Zhan. At this time, Lu Zhan was sitting in the corner chatting with Wang Dixing. Seeing Luo Cheng walking over with a stranger, he immediately stood up. "Master Luo, are you looking for me?" Lu Zhan asked. "I do have something to see you for." Luo Cheng nodded, then glanced at Wang Dixing. Wang Dixing understood instantly and said with a smile, "Lu Zhan, you guys chat. I have some time to go back." "Principal Wang, go slowly." Lu Zhan waved goodbye to him, and then looked at Luo Cheng again. Luo Cheng's posture showed that he had something important to tell him. Luo Cheng pointed to Guwei Wu on the side and said, "This is Guwei Wu, the general of the guards who is now Leader Sean." A general of the guards with a single leader? Lu Zhan was surprised that this ordinary middle-aged man had such a big background. Guwei Wu smiled and said, "Hello, Lu Zhan. My name is Guwei Wu. This time I came to Zhenhai City to carry out a special mission under the orders of Leader Sean. This mission is related to you." Then, Guwei Wu explained the mission to Lu Zhan in detail. Lu Zhan was shocked after hearing this. "I am really flattered that Leader Sean pays so much attention to me. Lu Zhen was very surprised. The previous commendation meeting was the first time he met Leader Shan, and he thought it was just a coincidence. Unexpectedly, Leader Shan would always pay attention to himself. Gaowu smiled and said, Leader Shan is the leader of our country. He pays great attention to any young warrior with potential. Your talent is very good, and you will definitely be a sharp sword for the 7-star civilization in the future. It's normal for the leader to pay extra attention to you. Gaowu said and glanced at Luo Cheng. I have something I want to talk to Lu Zhen alone. Luo Cheng understood instantly. Okay, you guys chat slowly. I'll get you some tea. After Luo Cheng left, Gaowu pulled Lu Zhen to a deserted corner and said with a mysterious face, Lu Zhen, what I say to you next can only be known to you and cannot be spread outside. This is about your safety. Don't be careless. Do you understand? Seeing Gaowu's appearance, Lu Zhen nodded quickly and said seriously, I understand. Gaowu said, although I am here under orders to protect you, but my own strength is limited. In order to prevent accidents, Leader Shan has prepared life-saving tools for you. Gaowu took out something similar to a jade pendant and handed it to Lu Zhen. This is called double soul jade. Whenever your life is in danger, crush this jade as soon as possible. As long as you are in the territory of China, even if it is an alien world within the territory of China, Leader Shan can come save your life as soon as possible. Lu Zhen took the piece of jade and felt a little incredible. Is it coming so fast? Gaowu smiled and said, Leader Shan is a quasi-god realm expert and one of the pinnacle experts of the 7-star civilization. It's only one realm away from the legendary realm of true gods. A strong man of that level can be anywhere in Blue Star, let alone China. Whenever he wants, he can appear in front of you immediately. The reason why it is restricted to China is simply because China is the territory of a single leader. No matter where he went, no one dared to say a word. If Leader Shan from other countries suddenly arrives, their country's quasi-god realm will probably cause trouble for Leader Shan. So, in order to avoid unnecessary conflicts, try to stay within China. Here, Leader Shan can guarantee your life safety at any time without being killed by aliens. But if you go to other countries, it may not be the case. This dual soul jade is very expensive. Don't use it unless absolutely necessary. Lu Zhen nodded. I understand. Gaowu took out another thing and handed it to Lu Zhen. It's something like a glove. Gaowu said, Leader Shan knows that you don't use weapons and like to use fists. So Leader Shan has specially prepared a weapon suitable for you. This thing looks like a glove. It looks like a glove. It's actually a boxing glove. Chapter 91 Leader Candidate. Gaowu said, a suitable weapon can help warriors improve their own strength. But for some warriors who don't like to use weapons, the lack of weapons is equivalent to a broken arm. You don't like to use weapons. If you fight against those warriors who use weapons, you will be inherently weaker. So Leader Shan's special envoy has prepared this glove for you. Put on and try it. Lu Zhen took the gloves and put them on his hands. The next second, the gloves seemed to have melted and stuck directly to Lu Zhen's hand, as if he was not wearing it. It did not affect the power of the fist at all, and Lu Zhen could clearly feel that after wearing this glove, his power became even greater. How amazing! Lu Zhen said in surprise. What kind of glove is this? Ordinary boxing gloves can only allow a person to punch with greater force at most. But this glove can actually increase one's own strength, which is incredible. Gaowu smiled and said, this is called the Nuclear Tiger Gloves. It was Leader Shan who personally killed a white spirit tiger beast in the nuclear weapons realm. The skin, flesh, and bones of the white spirit tiger were dug out and specially forged to create this pair of nuclear tiger gloves. Its power cannot be compared to ordinary weapons. Hearing this, Lu Zhen was shocked. Using exotic beasts from the nuclear weapons realm as weapons materials is too extravagant. The most valuable thing about an alien beast is its flesh, blood, and bones. It is generally used to refine various elixirs that enhance vigor. Even if it is not used to refine medicine, it can be eaten directly. Low-level alien races like the marine fish clan are not qualified for making medicine, but if they are eaten directly as rations, they're just fine. But no one uses it to refine weapons. Most of the weapons used to refine weapons are meteorite. Very few people use the skin, flesh, and bones of alien animals as weapons refining materials. What's more, it's the skin, flesh, and bones of an alien beast in the nuclear weapons realm. Using exotic beasts of this level as weapons refining materials is simply a waste of natural resources. Gaowu said, "The materials used by the nuclear weapons realm alien beasts as weapons are indeed a bit wasteful. But the weapons created are much stronger than ordinary weapons. You don't have a weapon at hand right now, so you're going to be at a huge disadvantage in the battle. With this nuclear tiger glove, your strength can be better utilized. This pair of gloves is enough for you to use in the nuclear realm." Lu Zhen nodded and said with a grateful look on his face, "Leader Shan is too kind to me. You actually gave me such an expensive gift. How does this make me feel embarrassed?" Gaowu said, "There is nothing to be embarrassed about. Leader Shan is so good to any talented young warrior in China. Your talent is better than anyone else's, so we should pay more attention to you." Lu Zhen said, "What does Leader Shan need from me? I accept something so valuable from him, so I have to give him something in return, right?" Gaowu smiled and said, "No need for anything. You just need to grow up steadily. As long as you can grow up, even if you only grow to the level of nuclear weapons, it will be the best reward for him." Lu Zhen nodded. "I understand. I am indeed too weak at the moment and can't give the other party anything at all. If you really want to repay, you have to grow up before doing so." Gaowu continued, "Don't reveal this pair of nuclear tiger gloves to anyone. The value of weapons made from nuclear weapons can no longer be measured by money. Once people know his value, before the aliens come to assassinate you, they will be killed by our own people first. Although our 7-star civilization is unanimously open to the outside world, as long as there are enough interests, there are still people who are willing to attack the same race. We have to guard against this." Lu Zhen nodded. "I understand. He is very clear about the reason why holding a jade is a crime." Gaowu patted Lu Zhen on the shoulder and continued, "Okay, from now on until you reach the extreme martial realm, I am your bodyguard. No matter where you go, I will follow you. With me here, you don't have to worry about safety." Lu Zhen immediately held up his hands and said, "Thank you so much, Senior Gaowu." "You're welcome." Gaowu said, "Go and do your work. I still have something to talk to your master Luo about. Then I won't bother you." Lu Zhen replied and left directly. After Lu Zhen left, Luo Cheng came to Gaowu again. He asked curiously, "Are you done talking?" Gaowu nodded. "It's over." Luo Cheng said, "I don't understand a little bit. Since Leader Shan attaches so much importance to Lu Zhen, why not directly recruit him into the army? Why do we have to let him go to high school and college like ordinary warriors?" Gaowu said, "You really want to know? Think." Luo Cheng nodded. Gaowu, "That's because Leader Shan is training Lu Zhen as a candidate for leadership." Leader candidate? Luo Cheng was shocked when he heard these words. You must know that the leader of a country is ultimately selected from these leadership candidates. This is enough to show how valuable these leadership candidates are. Luo Cheng was surprised. Is Lu Zhen's status in Leader Shan's heart so high? Are you actually training him as a potential leader? It is understandable to say that Lu Zhen has great talent and attach great importance to him. But is it too much to directly train him as a candidate for leadership? Gaowu said, "Do you know what conditions a country's leader candidate needs to meet?" Luo Cheng shook his head and said, "How could I know that?" Gaowu said, "The first is talent, and the second is state of mind. Talent is easy to understand. It is martial arts talent. If you want to be the supreme leader of a country, you must be the strongest in the country. But more than that is not enough. What's more important is the state of mind. As for the state of mind, it is more difficult to see. Morality, character, wisdom, mentality, and other factors are all related to the state of mind. The most important thing is loyalty to the nation. If you encounter a crisis, it is very important to consider the nation as more important than your own life. Lu Zhen's martial arts talent has met the requirements to become a candidate for leadership. As for his state of mind, it's hard to say. But according to my observation, Leader Shan is quite satisfied with Lu Zhen's current state of mind. but it's not enough to become a leader, so we need to continue to observe. It's too boring in the army. Every day, I'm either patrolling, standing guard, or killing foreigners. It's hard to tell what a person's state of mind is. If you want to know a person's state of mind, the best way is to let him grow up in the secular world. To put it simply, let him continue to practice at the grassroots level so that we can continue to observe his state of mind. This is why Leader Shan doesn't want to directly recruit him into the army. The more attention is paid to a genius, the more he needs to grow step by step. After listening to Gaowu's words, Luo Cheng was shocked and at the same time extremely excited. My dear mother, if Lu Zhen really becomes a leader in the future, it was half a teacher's favor to teach him the skills myself. With this relationship, can he ascend to heaven like a chicken or a dog? Chapter 92, it's not a university, it's a high school. Luo Cheng was extremely excited, but he quickly calmed down. Lu Zhen is still just a candidate for leadership, and it is too early to be happy now. He continued to ask, there should be other candidates for leadership. I want to know how many competitors Lu Zhen has. Gaowu said, at present, apart from Lu Zhen, there is only one Nanjiang. But I'm not sure if there will be any other new candidates joining in the future. Wan Nanjiang. Luo Cheng nodded and said, I've seen that kid before, and his talent is truly amazing. I wanted to accept him as my disciple at first, but he refused without even thinking about it. Later, I found out that he had a mentor who was in the quasi-god realm. No wonder he looked down on me. Gaowu smiled and said, don't even think about a genius like Wan Nanjiang. There are many people who want to be his master. I know of several quasi-god realms. People will definitely look down on you, who is at the peak of the extreme martial realm. It's better to focus on Lu Zhen. Maybe he will agree to become your teacher. When he truly grows up, you could take off too. Luo Cheng nodded, agreeing with his words. The starting point for a genius like Wan Nanjiang is too high, and it is indeed beyond his reach. On the other hand, Lu Zhen has a better chance. Gaowu continued. As far as I know, the senior management is very optimistic about Wan Nanjiang and has higher expectations for him than Lu Zhen. If Lu Zhen wants to compete for the position of leader, he must continue to work hard. But this is not something we can interfere with. What we can do is ensure that he grows up safely. Luo Cheng nodded. I understand. If you want to truly become the leader of a country, you must pass various assessments. No matter which aspect of personal quality, we must strive to be perfect, and it is indeed not something that outsiders can interfere with. The new martial arts hall is officially opened. The news that Lu Zhen defeated Tu Lily also began to spread. Their fight was videotaped and posted online. Although Wu Ming promptly removed and deleted all videos related to Lu Zhen from the internet, some thoughtful people still retained the original videos. Lu Zhenfan's martial arts level and the level of the 3rd and 5th levels were finally confirmed. Sangyu University. In a luxurious office. Master, I have reached the sun-falling rank. The level of body skills also exceeded the 5th level yesterday. Mo Kinkyu raised his hands and said to a man. The man in front of her is the strongest nuclear weapons instructor at Sangyu University and is also her master. Well, I understand. Keep up the good work. The man didn't even look at her, just said something casually and stopped talking. Yes, Mo Kinkyu nodded, turned around, and left without saying anything else. Before leaving, she glanced at her master and felt very complicated. The master paid special attention to him before and asked about his martial arts status almost every day. Every day, a corresponding practice plan will be formulated based on the situation of the day. He values himself even more than his children. But since that virtual arena, he has become a completely different person to himself. He directly adopts a free-range mode for himself and does not care about his own cultivation situation at all. Every day my mind is focused on finding that person. Mo Kinkyu didn't know what to do about this. He can only practice crazily every day, hoping to quickly improve his strength so that the master will take him seriously again. In the office, Zhao Yunfei leaned on the chair and frowned. As the nuclear weapons instructor of Sangyu University, his status in the school is second only to the president of Sangyu University. There were very few things in school that could cause him to have mood swings. but a recent incident made him feel very irritable. Since the last time I met the Chinese warrior with 5th level martial arts, body skills, and spirit in the virtual arena, he has been trying to find ways to find the whereabouts of the other party. According to his guess, the other party may be a student from a martial arts university in China. But after searching for a long time and relying on many connections, I still couldn't find the whereabouts of the other party. This made Zhao Yunfei more and more irritable, and he even began to doubt whether there was such a person in Hua country. Otherwise, why haven't I found it after searching for so long? Hey, where are people? Why has there been no news? Is it true that you are not in China? Zhao Yunfei looked at the blue sky outside the window and couldn't help but sigh. Just then, the phone rang. Zhao Yunfei picked it up and saw that it was his friend in the Martial Arts Alliance. He had been asking him to help him find the 3rd and 5th level warrior. There has been no news, but I finally got a call today. Zhao Yunfei answered the phone without hesitation. Hey, Shaoli, you finally called. How's the situation going with the things I asked you to do before? Zhao Yunfei asked eagerly. Shaoli replied, I'm sorry, Senior Zhao, but I still can't find the other party's information. Can't find it? How is it possible? Zhao Yunfei said in surprise. Isn't the information about all martial arts universities in China recorded in your Martial Arts Alliance's database? How come it can't be found? Shaoli said, It's true that we can't find it. I checked several times and asked many friends to help me check together. The results are all the same. The 3rd and 5th level martial artists that can be found in the martial arts universities in China are all martial artists like Wan Nanjiang who have been famous for many years. There is no such thing as the newly grown 3rd and 5th level warriors you mentioned. Hearing this, Zhang Yunfei slumped directly on the chair, becoming extremely disappointed. How come? Is it really that I guessed wrong? Isn't that person from China? But from other countries? This is impossible. King Qiyu clearly heard that the other party had an authentic Chinese accent. How could it be from another country? Zhang Yunfei's eyes were distracted, and it was difficult to accept this fact. If that's the case, wouldn't all the time he spent searching for it be wasted? Shaoli continued, Senior Zhao, please don't worry. I said he wasn't from a martial arts university, but I didn't say he was from another country. Upon hearing this, Zhao Yunfei's eyes changed, and he immediately asked, What do you mean by this? Do you have any other clues? Shaoli continued, Your previous guess may be wrong. How can you be so sure that the other party must be from the martial arts university? Zhao Yunfei said. At first, King Qiyu said that the other party's face was green and he looked very young, and it come from a lower level. Except for martial arts universities, I can't think of any other place where young 3rd and 5th Dan warriors can be trained. Shaoli suddenly laughed and said, Is it possible that the other party is not a college student at all, but a high school student? What did you say? Zhao Yunfei was shocked and realized something instantly. Shaoli continued, Anyway, the martial arts university in China did not find the person you mentioned. But in other places, I found young warriors just like your description. Chapter 93, yes. It's him. Stop being so pretentious. Say it quickly. Zhang Yunfei urged, breathing a little quickly. Could it be that they really found it? Shaoli said, There is news from Zhenhai City. There's a 15-year-old boy who is at the 3rd or 5th level and is currently in the mortal martial realm. Hearing this, Zhao Yunfei felt incredible. A 15-year-old in the mortal martial realm? Or is he at the 3rd or 5th level? Really or not? Shaoli smiled and said, How dare I lie to you? If there is no conclusive evidence, I would not dare to tell you. You should have heard of that boy. He is a boy named Lu Zhen who has been frequently searched on the internet recently. Zhao Yunfei shook his head and said, I've never heard of it. I hardly surf the internet and don't read the news. Shaoli smiled awkwardly and said, Then let me tell you about his situation. Zhenhai City encountered an alien invasion some time ago. This young man, named Lu Zhen, stepped forward to protect the people in a hospital during this crisis and made great contributions. During the commendation ceremony, Leader Shan personally came to award him the second-class Medal of Honor. In a high school martial arts competition in Zhenhai City, he crushed all his opponents and won the championship in one fell swoop. After the high school martial arts meet, news spread on the internet that he was a 3rd and 5th dan mortal martial artist, but because there was no video evidence, no one believed it. It wasn't until later that he defeated his opponent in a kickboxing match, and the battle was filmed and posted online. This confirmed that he has the strength of the mortal martial realm and is at the 3rd or 5th level. Hearing this, Zhao Yunfei felt a little incredible, and he was so shocked that he didn't know what to say. Xiao Li continued, "It's a coincidence that he was the opponent he defeated in the kicking gym. It's Tu Lily who your Tsangyu University wanted to recruit a few years ago, but failed to recruit." Hearing the 3 words, Tu Lily, Zhao Yunfei instantly remembered an experience he had a few years ago. Back then, there was a rumor in Zhenhai City about a talented girl named Tu Lily. At that time, many top martial arts universities in China, including Lingxiao University and Tsangyu University, wanted to recruit Tu Lily to their schools. After much thought, Tu Lily finally chose between Lingxiao University and Tsangyu University. But unexpectedly, Noah University stepped in, intercepted her halfway, and snatched Tu Lily away. It was Zhao Yunfei himself who went to recruit students at that time, and this incident still bothered him for a while. But when he thought that Lingxiao University didn't recruit him, he didn't feel so uncomfortable. It's just a pity that such a good martial arts seedling from China was snatched away by other countries. It's actually Tu Lily. I haven't heard this name for a long time. What state is she in now? Zhang Yunfei asked. Xiao Li replied, "Currently, I am at level 16.7 of the mortal martial realm. My martial arts and body skills are all at the 5th level. Zhao Yunfei said in surprise. She is only in her teens now. She is in such a good state. If Lu Zhen can defeat her, how high must he be? Xiao Li said. Lu Zhen's level is not as high as hers, only level 13.1. It's just that Lu Zhen's martial arts skills are stronger. He defeated Tu Lily by crushing her with martial arts skills. Zhao Yunfei asked curiously, what martial arts is so powerful that it can allow him to defeat opponents who are about 3 levels higher than himself? Xiao Li said, Shadowless technique. Shadowless technique? Zhao Yunfei was shocked. Could it be Luo Cheng's shadowless technique? Xiao Li nodded. Yes, it's Luo Cheng's shadowless technique. Zhao Yunfei said, if it is the shadowless technique, it would not be surprising. Luo Cheng relied on this technique to kill the aliens without leaving any trace behind. It's not surprising that Lu Zhen used this technique to defeat opponents several levels higher. Xiao Li, do you have a video of Lu Zhen's battle? Xiao Li said, yes, I will send it to you right away. Zhao Yunfei said, okay, thank you very much. Thank you for your hard work during this time. I'll come back to thank you when I have some time. Xiao Li said, Senior Zhao, you are very polite. It is my honor to help you. I feel relieved that the person you are looking for has been found. Zhao Yunfei said, no matter what, I still have to thank you. Zhao Yunfei thanked him for a while and then hung up the phone. Then he immediately watched the video sent by Xiao Li. After reading it, he became excited instantly. Yes, it's him. You can't go wrong. Ha ha. Finally found it. Zhao Yunfei laughed excitedly. At this moment, he was 100% sure that Lu Zhen was the one who defeated Mo Kinkyu in the virtual arena. Although he did not use his original martial arts skills, it can be seen from his attack methods and fighting habits that he is that person. Lu Zhen's talent is no worse than Wan Nanjiang's. No matter what this time, we can't let those guys from Ling Xiao take it away. Zhao Yunfei clenched his fists, his eyes were firm, and he was determined to get the student Lu Zhen no matter what. Lingxiao University. As the director of the admissions office, Li Qingping has almost no need to do other tasks personally except formulating the direction of admissions. After the enrollment direction was formulated, what he had to do every day was to listen to reports from his subordinates. At this moment, he is sitting in the office, drinking tea and listening to his subordinates' work reports. The quota for recommendation this time is 30, and 12 recommendation letters have been issued. The remaining 18 will be selected in the martial arts trial camp, according to your request. We have communicated with the martial arts trial camp. and we still have the first choice this year. Sanya University is still ranked second. A female teacher is reporting on her work. Li Qingping nodded with satisfaction. Very good. I don't care about anything else, as long as I'm always one head above Sanya University. This year's martial arts trial camp doesn't seem to have as many talents as in previous years. This year, there is no need for me to take action personally. You can just send 2 people there. If you have nothing else to do, just go down. Yes. The female teacher nodded immediately. After the female teacher left, Li Qingping immediately took out his mobile phone and entered the car purchase website. This year's performance has been exceeded again. The prize money should be higher than last year. That old car has been driving for so many years. It's time to get a new one. Just when Li Qingping was happily about to place an order for a new car, a call came in. Seeing the person on the caller ID, Li Qingping immediately pressed the connect button and said with a smile, "Principal, are you okay? Come to my office now, immediately." Immediately. The principal's roar came from the phone, and his voice sounded very angry. This voice startled Li Qingping, and he asked curiously, "What's wrong, principal? You still have a nerve to ask. Get over here." The angry voice of the township principal came again on the phone. Yes, I'll be there right away." Li Qingping responded quickly, not daring to ask any more questions. The principal is so angry. Something big must have happened. Li Qingping didn't dare to think too much and immediately ran towards the principal's office. Chapter 94, I Have a Way. Along the way, Li Qingping felt uneasy. The principal was always polite to him and would never get angry with him no matter how big something happened. It seemed that it was no small matter for him to be so angry this time. Li Qingping came to the principal's office with anxiety. The president of Lingxiao University is an old man with white hair who looks very old. At this moment, he had a dark face, with anger written all over his face. "Principal, are you looking for me?" Li Qingping asked anxiously. The principal threw a document at Li Qingping's feet with a dark face. "Look at the good thing you have done." Li Qingping picked up the document with a confused look on his face. When he read it, he was shocked. How is this possible? What was recorded in the file was information related to Lu Zhen. It records Lu Zhen's growth experience and changes in his realm over the past year. The principal said angrily with a dark face, "Lu Zhen, 15 years old, in a mortal martial arts realm, is at the 5th level in martial arts, body, mind, and spirit. Not even Dandy Lewis and Wan Nanjiang can do this. Such a monstrous genius was thrown into disgrace by you. ABD. Obviously, he has been sent a letter of recommendation, and the other party has accepted it. Why should he be disqualified? Please give me an explanation." As the president of Lingxiao University, his information channels are wider than others. He was also the first to know about Lu Zhen's deeds in Jinhai City. When he learned that Lu Zhen was already at the 3rd or 5th level of the mortal martial realm at such a young age, he was extremely excited. Naturally, he didn't want to let go of such a monster-like genius. He knew that an accident might occur if he was too late, so he had to grab Lu Zhen as soon as possible. Just when he wants to exercise his power as the principal and directly send a letter of recommendation to Lu Zhen. It was discovered that Lu Zhen had received their recommendation letter before, but it was later canceled by Li Qingping. After learning the news, he was so angry that he almost vomited blood. So, he immediately called Li Qingping for questioning. "Such a genius, no one else can grab it, has been abandoned by you. Answer me, why should he be disqualified?" The principal asked again, the aura of a strong man spreading unabashedly as he spoke. The principal is a strong person in the nuclear weapons realm, while Li Qingping is just an ordinary extreme martial artist. Faced with such pressure from the powerful, Li Qingping felt extremely uncomfortable. He quickly explained, "Principal, you can't blame me. When I disqualified him, he was only a D-level talent. This kind of talent does not meet the admissions requirements of our Lingxiao University." The principal asked again, "When you disqualified him, couldn't you investigate further? Don't you know he has a mutant talent?" Li Qingping said aggrievedly, "I really didn't know at the time. Even if he has a mutant talent, he was only D-level at the time. Who can guarantee how far he can grow in the future?" I can't gamble with the reputation of Lingxiao University. If we recruit him rashly and he fails to grow, won't it damage the reputation of our Lingxiao University? Everything I do is for Lingxiao University. The principal could not refute Li Qingping's words. There's actually nothing wrong with the decision he made. If it had been anyone else, the principal wouldn't have asked a question, but who knew that the person who was canceled was Lu Zhen? The principal looked ugly and said, "That's all. Now is not the time to shirk responsibility." Lu Zhen is only 15 years old and has already reached this level. It shows that his mutant talent is definitely not lower than S level. If he can continue to maintain this growth rate, he will at least reach the nuclear weapons realm in the future and may even reach the quasi-god realm. Hearing this, Li Qingping's heart skipped a beat. Quasi-divine realm. If it is true, then he is the center of Lingxiao University. Such a strong man was actually pushed away by himself. The principal looked at Li Qingping and said seriously, "I won't pursue the past matters for now. The top priority is to find a way to recruit Lu Zhen to our Lingxiao University." Sanya University is already making moves, and they are determined to win Lu Zhen. A genius like Lu Zhen must not be left to them. Even if it is taken away by Noah University, it cannot be given to Tsangyu University. Lingxiao University and Tsangyu University are similar in terms of faculty and martial arts atmosphere. The reason why Lingxiao University can surpass Sanya University is because Lingxiao University has the genius Wan Nanjiang. Wan Nanjiang can be ranked in the top 3 among the young warriors in Blue Star. With him here, Lingxiao University can secure its position as the #1 martial arts university in China. But if they were allowed to grab Lu Zhen's talent would be comparable to Wan Nanjiang's. By then, it will be uncertain who will be the #1 martial arts university in China. The principal said seriously, "Lu Zhen's recommendation was canceled by you. I'll give you another chance now to recruit him back. I know that you disqualified him before for Lingxiao University's consideration. But if you do bad things with good intentions, you must also be responsible. As long as I am recruited back, I will pretend that what happened before never happened. If you can't recruit me back, you don't have to work as the admissions director anymore. It just so happens that there is a shortage of patrols in the 3rd level alien world. Your extreme martial arts level just meets the requirements." Hearing this, Li Qingping was immediately startled. He knew this was the last chance the principal gave him. If he really can't be found, the principal will not be merciful and will definitely throw himself into a 3rd level alien world as a patrolman. The 3rd level alien world is filled with ferocious beasts, and the realms of those beasts are all around the extreme martial realm. Being a patrolman in a 3rd level alien world, the chance of survival is frighteningly low. Li Qingping said quickly, "Don't worry, I am willing to issue a military order. If I can't recruit him back, I don't need you to do anything. I will carry the weapon and go to the 3rd level alien world as a patrol soldier. I will never complain." The principal sneered, "Don't talk too much. As the saying goes, a good horse never turns back. The better the talent, the higher the morale." His recommendation quota was canceled before. He definitely has a grudge against our Lingxiao University. It's not that easy to recruit him back. Li Qingping smiled confidently. "I have a way. If I remember correctly, Lu Zhen seems to be from the Lu family in Yinshui City. I have dealt with the head of the Lu family, and he even treated me to dinner before. His son seems to be in our Lingxiao University as well. With this kind of relationship, if I ask him to help me speak, I should be able to get Lu Zhen back. No matter how unwilling Lu Zhen is, he still has to give some face to his relatives. As long as his treatment is improved, I think the grudge in his heart will be eliminated soon." The principal said seriously, "I don't care what you do in the process. I just want results. After the martial arts trial camp is over, I want to see Lu Zhen wearing our Lingxiao University martial arts uniform and appearing on the campus of our Lingxiao University. If you can't see it, you know what will happen to you." Chapter 95. You are so cruel. After leaving the principal's office, Li Qingping felt even more stressed. After so many years of working, this was the first time he saw the principal so angry, and it was because of himself. If this matter is not handled well, I will no longer have to hang out at Lingxiao University. Li Qingping did not dare to delay at all and directly took out his mobile phone to call Lu Yinjin, the head of the Lu family in Yinshui City, and said that he would visit them and talk to them about some important things. Lu Yinjin was very happy when he learned about it, although he still didn't know what the other party wanted to talk to him about. But the other party is the director of admissions office of Lingxiao University and holds the power of admissions. As long as he says a word, he can arrange for even an ordinary person to go to Lingxiao University. All this depends on his personal wishes, and it is very necessary to have a good relationship with him. Lu Yinjin quickly made preparations and arranged all the reception arrangements. At the same time, Lu Yinjin also called his son Lu Qi back. I hope I can give Li Qingping more good impressions during this conversation. Li Qingping's car soon appeared outside the gate of the Lu family compound. Lu Yinjin and Lu Qi greeted him personally. Director Li, welcome. We, the Lu family, are really flattered that you came to Humble House in person. Lu Yinjin smiled and welcomed Li Qingping in. Master Lu is still so enthusiastic. It's not the first time I've come to your Lu family, so there's no need to be so enthusiastic every time. Li Qingping smiled lightly. Although he said so, the feeling of being taken seriously made him very happy. You are joking. How can we not be enthusiastic when a big man like you comes to this humble house? You must be tired after coming all the way. I have prepared the food and wine. Let's chat while we eat. Li Qingping and Lu Yinjin came to a private room. There's a large dining table inside, which is filled with all kinds of delicacies from the mountains and seas. Even the meat dishes are cooked with expensive exotic animal meat. The value of every dish is not low, which shows how much they value Li Qingping. After a few people took their seats, Lu Yinjin said to his son, Lu Qi, why don't you pour some wine for Director Li? Lu Qi reacted instantly and personally filled the wine bottle for Li Qingping. No need to go to such trouble. I can do it myself. Li Qingping said this, but he was still very happy in his heart. He glanced at Lu Qi and asked, How have you been since you entered Lingxiao University? Lu Qi hurriedly replied, Thanks to you, I became a mentor. Under his guidance, I made rapid progress. I should be able to break through the mortal martial realm within this year. Li Qingping said, It's not bad. Keep working hard and don't embarrass our Lingxiao University. Lu Qi nodded quickly. Absolutely, I will never embarrass Lingxiao University and Director Li. Lu Yinjin followed. Lu Qi is here today, thanks to you, Director Li. Without your help, Lu Qi would never have been able to enter Lingxiao University. You are Lu Qi's benefactor and our Lu family's benefactor. To express my gratitude to you, I would like to toast you 3 glasses. Lu Yinjin poured himself 3 glasses of wine and drank it all without hesitation. Lu Qi's talent is a level, and he has just met the threshold to enter Lingxiao University. But judging from his past performance, his talent is actually not that great, just an ordinary level. For Lingxiao University, whether such people can be accepted or not depends entirely on the wishes of the admissions staff. Therefore, in order to allow Lu Qi to enter Lingxiao University smoothly, Lu Yinjin bribed Li Qingping a large sum of money and gave him many valuable elixirs. This gave Lu Qi the qualification to enter Lingxiao University. Ha ha ha. Master Lu is too polite. Then I'll toast you too. Li Qingping smiled happily and drank the wine in front of him in one gulp. After finishing the drink, Lu Yinjin asked with a smile, Director Li, you said on the phone that you had something to talk to us about? I don't know why. Li Qingping smiled and said, Master Lu, you are asking questions knowingly. What else can I do when I come to your Lu family? Of course it has to do with that. These words made Lu Yinjin and Lu Qi look confused. Lu Yinjin said, We really don't know what it is. Please tell Director Li clearly. Li Qingping frowned and said, Are you still pretending to be stupid with me? How long do you want to hide Lu Zhen? When they heard the word Lu Zhen, Lu Yinjin and Lu Qi were stunned on the spot. Li Qingping asked, Lu Zhen has such a good talent, but you didn't report it to me immediately. Do you think Lingxiao University is not worthy of Lu Zhen? Li Qingping's words made the Lu family and his son more and more confused as they listened. This was all nonsense. Before Lu Yinjin could react, Lu Qi took the lead and said, Director Li, That guy Lu Zhen has nothing to do with our Lu family anymore. We had expelled him from the Lu family a few months ago. Whether he is alive or dead has nothing to do with our Lu family. What? Li Qingping was shocked when he heard this, and his expression changed instantly. Madness. It's so stupid. Are you mentally ill? You actually abandoned that kind of genius. Are you trying to PS me off to death? Li Qingping pointed at the Lu family and his son and cursed with anger on his face. He originally wanted to use the family relationship between the Lu family and Lu Zhen to get the Lu family to speak favorably for him and get Lu Zhen to accept Lingxiao University again. If he is really abandoned by the Lu family, then this relationship will be useless. Li Qingping's anger made the Lu family and his son even more confused. Lu Yinjin hurriedly said, Lu Zhen is only a D-level talent. Why do you pay so much attention to him? D-level. Li Qingping sneered. Then do you know that his D-level is a D-level with mutant talent? Mutant talent? When the Lu family father and son heard these words, they were startled and seemed to have thought of something. Li Qingping said, Lu Zhen is 100% a mutant talent, and it's the kind of mutant talent with a very high level of talent. Based on his current performance, it won't be difficult to mutate to S-level in the future. Listening to Li Qingping's words, the Lu family and his son instantly felt huge waves in their hearts. Lu Qi said in disbelief, How is this possible? How could that loser have that kind of talent? He's obviously a D-level trash. Li Qingping gave him a sharp look. What? Do you think I'm teasing you when I have nothing to do? Lu Yinjin said quickly, Don't mind, Director Li. Lu Qi is not questioning you. He just finds it a bit weird. Lu Qi, you still haven't apologized to Director Li. Lu Qi quickly raised his hands and said, I'm sorry, Director Li. I lost my temper. Seeing this, Li Qingping ignored him and continued. Mutant talents can continue to advance. D-level is just the initial level. It doesn't represent his true talent. Lu Zhen is also your Lu family member after all, and is your blood relative. You actually kicked him out of the family because of his talent. You are so cruel. Chapter 96, I'll trust you just once. Do you know what state Lu Zhen is in now? Li Qingping asked. Lu Yinjin and Lu Qi said together, Director Li, please let me know. They didn't pay attention to Lu Zhen's situation. They really didn't know what state he was in now. Li Qingping said, According to the latest news, Lu Zhen has now broken through to the mortal martial realm. Martial arts, body skills, and mental strength have all reached the 5th level. Wow, what? Lu Yinjin and Lu Qi were shocked. Mortal martial realm? Level 3 or 5. How is this possible? Lu Yinjin said in disbelief. Wasn't Lu Zhen still at level 8.0 a few months ago? His martial arts seems to be only level 2. How long has it been since then? How could it have improved so quickly? Li Qingping sneered. Otherwise, how can we say he is a genius? Who can do it in such a short time, but a true genius? You should know his age better than I do. Let me ask, among all the blue stars, who can reach his realm and level at his age? Hearing this, Lu Yinjin suddenly felt a cramp in his heart, staggered, and almost fell to the ground. Dad, what's wrong with you? Lu Qi quickly helped him up. How could this happen? How could this happen? Lu Yinjin's eyes were distracted, and he kept repeating the same sentence. It was difficult for him to accept this fact. If Lu Zhen is really like what Li Qingping said, then Lu Zhen is undoubtedly a genius, and his future achievements are limitless. But such a genius was expelled from the family by himself. At this moment, Lu Yinjin felt extremely regretful that he had given up the opportunity to bring glory to his family. Li Qingping glanced at the Lu family and his son and said coldly, I also wanted to take advantage of your family relationship with Lu Zhen to recruit Lu Zhen to Lingxiao University. Now that you have abandoned him, then I can only find other ways. That's it for today. Farewell. After Li Qingping finished speaking, he was about to turn around and leave. Lu Yinjin said quickly, Director Li, stay. What else do you want? Li Qingping looked at him coldly. Lu Yinjin said, It was my fault to expel him from the Lu family, and I accept the punishment. But Lu Zhen always has the blood of the Lu family flowing in his body. He will always be my biological brother's son, and this will never change. Li Qingping narrowed his eyes slightly. What do you want to express? Lu Yinjin said, Lu Zhen grew up in the Lu family, and he still has some feelings for this place. As long as I take the initiative to admit my mistake to him and be more sincere, he will probably forgive me. Li Qingping said, How sure are you? Lu Yinjin said, I dare not say 100%, but it is at least 70% to 80%, or even 90%. Li Qingping sneered. Are you so confident in yourself? Lu Yinjin said, It's me that Lu Zhen hates, but the Lu family is innocent. I know Lu Zhen. He is a very emotional child. As long as I move his father and mother out and play the emotional card again, I can guarantee you that he will definitely return to the arms of the Lu family again. When the time comes, if I try to persuade him again, he will probably agree to go to your Lingxiao University. Li Qingping listened thoughtfully and asked, Can I believe you? Lu Yinjin said, It's absolutely okay. If he doesn't even listen to his relatives' advice, there will be even less possible for others. Li Qingping thought for a while and then said, Then I will believe you once. You will come with me to the martial arts training camp in a few days. When the time comes, I will apologize to him in public, and no matter what, I will make him change his mind. Understand? Lu Yinjin quickly raised his hands and said, Understood. Don't worry. We will never let you down. Li Qingping nodded. I hope so. I have something else to do, so I won't eat anymore. We'll see you at the martial arts training camp. After saying that, Li Qingping left without looking back. After he walked away, Lu Yinjin slumped down on the chair, his face gloomy, and he didn't know what he was thinking about. Lu Qi asked, Dad, do we really want to get Lu Zhen back? When I think of Lu Zhen's self-righteous attitude, I feel sick. I really don't want to see him again. Lu Yinjin said, Be patient. If Lu Zhen is really as talented as Li Qingping said, he is as outrageous. For us, his return to the Lu family is only a good thing, not a bad thing. With him in our Lu family, we will definitely become more and more brilliant in the future. Remember, to achieve great things, you must be able to bend and stretch, and don't let your emotions influence your thoughts. No matter how unhappy you feel, you can just endure it and it will pass, but the benefits are real benefits. There is no need to fight against interests. Lu Qi frowned and said, That's what I said, but it's still hard to experience it firsthand. Lu Yinjin said, So you still have a lot to grow. Hey, Lu Qi sighed and asked, Will Lu Zhen really come back? We were so cruel to him at that time, and he had a lot of resentment in his heart. Lu Yinjin smiled and said, No matter how great the resentment is after so long, it should be almost gone. As long as his surname is Lu, he will never be able to get rid of our Lu family. After so many years of family affection, how can we just throw it away? No matter what you say, Lu Zhen is just a teenager. When the time comes, if we have a better attitude and play more emotional cards, he will forgive us. At this time, Lu Zhen was waiting patiently in the villa. The time for the opening of the martial arts trial camp is getting closer and closer. In order to cope with the trial in the best condition, he placed an order to buy a lot of origin stones. With this order, he spent almost all the money he had just received. Soon, the person responsible for delivery arrived. Mr. Lu, long time no see. Zhang Yuan walked towards Lu Zhen politely. Lu Zhen smiled and said, Manager Zhang, why are you delivering the goods again? Zhang Yuan smiled and said, This is an order you personally placed, Mr. Lu. Of course I have to escort it personally. After the new martial arts gym opened, Lu Zhen's name caused quite a stir in Zhenhai City. Even if Zhang Yuan is a fool, he knows that as long as Lu Zhen doesn't fall halfway, he will definitely become a big shot in the future. Naturally, we need to have more contact with such people. This is the source stone you purchased, 5 pieces of orange great source stone. Zhang Yuan personally handed the box containing the origin stone to Lu Zhen. Thanks a lot. After Lu Zhen took it, he skillfully swiped his card to pay. Looking at the credit information, Zhang Yuan smiled happily and said, Thank you for your trust in our company. Then I won't bother you anymore. If you have any questions, you can call me anytime. I will solve it for you as soon as possible. Lu Zhen nodded. Okay, I will come to you if I have any questions. After Zhang Yuan left, Lu Zhen returned to the training room. He took out these pieces of source stones. The voice of the system instantly sounded in my mind. Do you want to refine 5 orange source stones? Chapter 97 Trial Camp opens. Yes, Lu Zhen answered directly without hesitation. The next second, the origin stone in his hand slowly disappeared. Lu Zhen closed his eyes and felt a warm current rising all over his body, and his strength was constantly changing. When he opened his eyes, his panel information had changed. Fate level, level 15.5, ordinary martial realm. Speed, 74.3 m/s. Strength, 31,331 kilograms. Spirit, 47.3. Martial skills. Boxing proficiency, 5th level 32%. Straight punch, 5th level 32%. KO fist, 5th level 32%. Phantom step, 5th level 32%. Turtle style Qigong, 5th level 32%. Shadowless technique, 5th stage 32%. Fountain of talent, 11%. When the spring water reaches 100%, the talent will be upgraded to level Spring of Spiritual Power. 89% can consume spring water to irrigate oneself and improve physical attributes. Looking at his current panel, Lu Zhen couldn't help but shake his head. Sure enough, when you reach B-level talent, you need more origin stone energy. It only takes 5 pieces of orange grade source stones to improve this much. When I reach A-level talent, I don't know how many origin stones I need to continue to improve. Lu Zhen closed the panel. The improvement this time is not very big. It can only be said to be quite satisfactory, neither more nor less. But compared to ordinary practice, it has improved very quickly. As time passed, the day of the martial arts trial camp finally arrived. Early that morning, Lu Zhen said goodbye to her grandmother and went out. The trial camps are in other cities, and you need to take a plane to get there. Along the way, in addition to the bodyguards Lu Zhen and Gaowu, Wang Dusheng also followed. As the principal of Shuijing High School, Wang Dusheng naturally needs to accompany him throughout the whole process. On the plane, Wang Dusheng and Lu Zhen talked about what needed to be paid attention to in this martial arts trial camp. Martial Arts Trial Camp, a nationwide martial arts trial. Everyone who has won the high school martial arts championship from every city in the country will participate. It can be said to be the nation's talent training camp. Every opponent cannot be underestimated. Wang Dusheng continued. There are a total of 4 levels in the martial arts trial camp. The first level, the entry level. This level is also a key step to see if you can truly enter the martial arts trial camp. The first level is the elimination level. Among the thousands of people across the country who participated in the trial, only the top 300 will advance. Although it is not as intense as the high school martial arts meet, it is much more difficult. Every contestant who participates in the trial is the most talented young warrior in their city. Everyone is very strong. If you want to stand out in this environment, you can only be stronger than them. I'm quite reassured about you. With your strength, you can pass the first level easily. As for the next few levels, they are different every year, so I can't be sure. Listening to Wang Dusheng's introduction, Lu Zhen nodded to express his understanding. Soon, they arrived at the location of the martial arts trial camp. This year's martial arts trial camp is located in a barren mountain. At this time, many people had already gathered in the trial camp. There are contestants and escorts. After Lu Zhen and others arrived, a receptionist immediately came to receive them. "Are you here to participate in the trial?" the receptionist asked. "Yes." Wang Dusheng nodded and then took out the voucher. The voucher records the information that Lu Zhen is the champion of the Zhenhai High School Martial Arts Club. The receptionist nodded after reading. According to the regulations of the trial camp, only participants can enter the trial site. Accompanying personnel can only watch the game in the outside viewing room. Wang Dusheng nodded. Understood. This is the rule every year, and he knows it very well. He looked at Lu Zhen and smiled. "Go in. We will watch you in the viewing room. Looking forward to your wonderful performance." Lu Zhen smiled and said, "Okay, I'm going in." After saying that, Lu Zhen went straight into the martial arts training camp. Wang Dusheng and Gaowu came to the viewing room and waited for the trial to begin. During this time, Wang Dashing asked curiously, Senior Gaowu, the trial camp is a real battle, and there is a high possibility of life-threatening situations. Aren't you worried? Gaowu smiled and said, I'm only responsible for protecting Lu Zhen from being assassinated by aliens. As for other things, I can't control them. If you want real growth, danger is inevitable. If you can't even accept a small fight like the martial arts trial camp, then how can we go to the battlefield of foreign races in the future? The battlefield of foreign races is much more dangerous than here. Wang Dashing nodded, agreeing with Gui Wu's words. Geniuses need protection, but they should not be overprotected. You still have to go through the hardships that you should go through. Otherwise, how can you grow up? In the lounge of the trial camp. At this moment, the room was already filled with young boys and girls, all of whom were young warriors about the same age as Lu Zhen. They are all talented warriors in their respective cities, and each of them has confidence written all over their face. Lu Zhen found a place to sit down and waited for the trial to begin. After waiting for a while, several boys and girls suddenly walked towards him. Hello, my name is Feng Ziyong. Nice to meet you. The leading young man greeted him politely. Lu Zhen looked at them and felt a little strange, but he still politely replied, Hello. The young man named Feng Ziyong smiled and said, The first stage of the trial is about to begin. I wonder if this brother is interested in joining our team? Team? Lu Zhen asked in confusion. Isn't the first level just about individual strength? Why is there a team? Feng Ziyong smiled and said, It really depends on the individual, and only the top 300 can advance to the next level. But there is no rule in the trial camp that contestants cannot form teams. Everyone present here is a genius from each city, and the difference in strength between them is not that big. It's very difficult to advance as an individual. The strength of an individual is ultimately limited, but if we work together, the chances of advancing will be greater. This is also the unspoken rule of the trial camp. As long as you have the ability to organize a team, that's your ability, and no one will say anything more. Look at those people around you who are gathered together to chat. They are all in groups. This is a very common phenomenon in the martial arts trial camp. Lu Zhen also discovered that there were many small groups gathered around. Feng Ziyong asked again, Brother, are you willing to team up with us? Lu Zhen thought about it and replied, No, I don't like forming a team. Feng Ziyong said, Don't think about it again. If we form a team, the pressure of advancing will be less. Lu Zhen said firmly, No need, I still like someone. In Lu Zhen's opinion, there are pros and cons to forming a team. If all teammates are strong, then teaming up means keeping each other warm and achieving mutual benefit and win-win results. But if your teammates are all rubbish, then forming a team will only hold you back and make you feel uncomfortable. With Lu Zhen's strength, there is no need to form a team. What's more, he didn't know these people, so he didn't know whether they were strong or weak. Teaming up with them is a gamble, and Lu Zhen doesn't like the feeling of being out of control. Okay then, I won't bother you anymore. Feng Ziyong stopped talking nonsense and left with his men. After they walked away, Feng Ziyong showed a disdainful expression on his face. Another self-righteous fellow. Do you really think of the trial camp as your own little city? If you're left alone, just wait to be eliminated. A female team member followed up and said, What a pity for such a handsome guy. He looks handsome, but I didn't expect he has a bad brain. I don't know if it's because I'm overconfident or I look down on others. I actually like being a lone wolf. No matter how strong he is, he can never beat the other team. Feng Ziyong laughed and said, You can tell at a glance that this kind of young man is overconfident and has never been beaten by society. When he is surrounded and eliminated, he will know how correct it is to form a team. Chapter 98, This must be the case. Feng Ziyong failed to recruit Lu Zhen, so he just mocked him a few times and ignored him, and then went to find his next teammate. Lu Zhen continued to wait. During this period, many people took the initiative to strike up a conversation and wanted to invite Lu Zhen to join their team. The reasons for inviting each team are the same. Only by staying together as a team can they have a chance to advance. If you go alone, you will only be eliminated. At this time, a very handsome young man walked into the lounge. When he appeared, the scene instantly caused a commotion. It's you, Fei. Isn't he being escorted out? Why are you still here to participate in the martial arts trial camp? The appearance of that young man surprised many contestants. But there are still some people who don't know him. Someone asked out of curiosity, "Who is that guy? Why are everyone so surprised to see him?" Someone replied, "You don't know him? He is a famous martial artist in Jinghua City. His grandfather, Yuqi Zhenghua, is one of the few powerful people in the quasi-god realm in our country. His father is also one of the top leaders of the Chinese military. He himself is also an S-level talent and is among the top 10 in the Chinese rankings in the virtual arena. You have to know that he is only 16 years old now, but it is said that he is already in the mortal martial realm." The person who just asked was surprised. "Holy crap. Are you so stupid? 16-year-old mortal martial realm? Shouldn't a person like him be recommended directly? Why do you still come to participate in the martial arts trial camp?" The person who answered said, "That's not clear, but him coming to the martial arts trial camp is not a good thing for us." After Yu Fei appeared, there was quite a commotion at the scene. Many people took the initiative to chat with him and even invited him to join the team. However, Yu Fei didn't agree to any of them. He was very arrogant and ignored those who took the initiative to strike up a conversation. Those who took the initiative to strike up a conversation saw that he was so cold and did not dare to disturb him any further. Yu Fei found a place to sit down casually, raised his head, and sighed helplessly. "Depend on. It's really unlucky for me to compete with these losers. Grandpa, it's true. He has already arranged for me to go to the military for training. It's so good. Why did you send me back to school again? Going to high school, going to college, what's the point? It's better to kill foreigners in the army." Yu Fei leaned on his chair and kept sighing. At the same time, in the viewing room outside, after everyone saw Yu Fei, their expressions changed. Why is it him? Isn't he already in the mortal martial arts realm? Why is he still here to participate in the martial arts trial camp? Someone was curious. With Yu Fei's age and level, many martial arts universities are vying for him. What's more, his family background is so prominent. Before the martial arts trial camp even started, he was already admitted. He is actually the grandson of Senior Yuqi. It seems that Leader Shan has approved Senior Yuqi's application. When Gaowu saw Yu Fei, he was a little surprised, but he understood it instantly. Yu Fei's martial arts talent is also very good, and he has met the conditions to become the leader's heir. But because Shan Jijing was not satisfied with his state of mind, he was not initially considered as a candidate for leadership. But Yu Fei's grandfather, Yuqi Zhenghua, was a rare quasi-god realm powerhouse in China, and his status in China was very high. For the sake of his grandson, Yuqi Zhenghua kept submitting applications to Shan Jijing, hoping to give his grandson a chance to join the ranks of leadership candidates. Despite his repeated applications, Shan Jijing could only give him face and agree to his application. However, you need to continue to observe your state of mind like other candidates. Senior Yuqi's grandson is also here to participate in this trial. Now it's interesting. I don't know who is stronger compared to Lu Zhen. A playful smile appeared on Gaowu's face. If Yu Fei had not appeared, then Lu Zhen must have won the first place in this trial with a crushing posture. But when Yu Fei appeared, the result was hard to say. Everyone in the viewing room was still surprised by Yu Fei's appearance, but at this moment, a figure appeared and diverted all their attention. Zhao Yunfei walked in with several people. His appearance caused an instant commotion in the viewing room. It's Senior Zhao. Why is he here? Is it possible that he is the one responsible for sending students to Tsangyu University this time? He is a strong man in the nuclear weapons realm. How come he needs to take action personally for such a trivial matter as escort work? Everyone was surprised to see Zhao Yunfei. I've met Senior Zhao. Someone immediately went up to greet Zhao Yunfei. Others were not to be outdone and went up to greet him. This is a strong man in the nuclear weapons realm. There are not many opportunities to come into contact with him. You have to leave a good impression on him. Hello. Zhao Yunfei replied with a smile, looking very good. Someone asked out of curiosity, Senior Zhao, why are you here in person? Don't we let our admissions teachers do all the trivial things like recommendation work? That person's question is also a question in other people's minds. Zhao Yunfei didn't mean to hide anything and said directly, "This year is special, so I have to take action personally." Hearing this, various thoughts suddenly arose in everyone's mind. At this moment, another figure appeared, shocking the people in the viewing room again. It's Director Li Qingping. Why is he here too? Everyone was very surprised to see Li Qingping and immediately stepped forward to greet him. At the same time, various thoughts arose in everyone's minds. Li Qingping is the director of admissions at Lingxiao University. He can only appear if he is a very outstanding genius. Zhao Yunfei is the strongest nuclear weapons instructor at Sanyu University, and only a true genius can alarm him. The two men appeared at the same time, and their purpose was self-evident. It must be for some genius. Thinking about Yu Qifei, who just appeared, the answer came out immediately. Li Qingping and Zhao Yunfei appear together. They must be coming for Yu Qifei. That must be it. Everyone firmly believed in this idea and felt happy at the same time. They could take advantage of this opportunity to let their students perform better, and perhaps win the favor of Zhao Yunfei and Li Qingping. After all, each martial arts university does not only have one recommendation quota. Yu Qifei occupied one. Aren't there others? After thinking about it, everyone immediately took out their mobile phones and conveyed the news to their students. In the restroom of the trial camp, everyone was surprised and pleasantly surprised when they received the news. This is their chance. If Li Qingping or Zhao Yunfei can take a fancy to him, it will definitely be a good thing for them. At the same time, the exact same idea appeared in their minds. In this trial camp, we must try our best to perform and try to leave a good impression in the hearts of Li Qingping or Zhao Yunfei. Chapter 99, The Beast, is always unique. After Feng Xiong learned that Li Qingping and Zhao Yunfei had appeared, he was very happy and immediately said to other teammates, "Director Li from Lingxiao University and Senior Zhao from Sanya University are watching us from outside. This is our chance to get into these two top martial arts universities. To be on the safe side, our team must recruit more talents. The more players there are, the greater the chance of advancement." The other team members also nodded in agreement, and they were also excited by the appearance of Li Qingping and Zhao Yunfei. If you can attract their attention and enter a top martial arts university, your future will be bright. Then, they once again put themselves into the work of attracting new people. Not only them, but other teams are the same. In order to ensure their advancement, they are all competing for those who are left alone. Feng Xiong came to Lu Zhen again and asked politely, "Brother, how are you thinking? Would you like to join our team? Our team currently has more than 50 people, which is not a small team. By joining our team, everyone can help each other, and the probability of promotion will be very high. How about it? Do you want to join us?" Lu Zhen looked at this man and felt strange. "Haven't you already rejected him? Why are you still asking?" Lu Zhen said without hesitation, "No, I don't like forming a team." Feng Xiong continued, "Don't refuse in a hurry. You may not know that Li Qingping, the director of admissions at Lingxiao University, and Zhao Yunfei, the nuclear weapons instructor at Sanya University, are watching us from the outside. This is an opportunity for every fighter to attend these two top martial arts universities. Look at other teams. They're all recruiting new players like crazy. They just want to last until the end in this trial and don't want to be eliminated so quickly. Everyone is forming a team, but you are a lone wolf. How can you win if you are attacked? No matter how powerful you are, you can't beat dozens of them, right? So I hope you can think carefully about whether to join our team. This is for your own good and will not do you any harm." Lu Zhen didn't even think about it and said directly, "Sorry, I still like to act alone." Being rejected again, Feng Xiong would inevitably feel unhappy no matter how good his attitude was. Then you can take care of yourself. When you are besieged, don't blame me for not warning you." Feng Xiong said coldly and left without looking back. In his opinion, Lu Zhen was just a fool and didn't know the cruelty of this trial. When the trial begins, it will be easier for him. After Feng Xiong returned to his team members asked, "He didn't agree?" Feng Xiong nodded. "This guy's head is really strong. I told him so clearly that he still wants to be a lone wolf. then we could just let him go. It's not us who are eliminated anyway. When the trial starts, you don't have to be polite if you meet him. Go straight to death. I want him to know what a stupid decision it was to reject us. In the viewing room, after the appearance of Li Qingping and Zhao Yunfei, the originally lively viewing room became a little quiet at this moment. With these two big eyes present, no one else dared to talk loudly and could only talk secretly. Lu Yinjin and Lu Qi followed Li Qingping. They looked at the players waiting for the game to start on the big screen and kept looking for Lu Zhen. Soon they found it. Lu Qi pointed to a figure in the corner of the screen and said, "I found it. Lu Zhen is there." Lu Yinjin said, "It's really Lu Zhen. Is he Lu Zhen?" Li Qingping looked at the young man in the picture and asked strangely, "Why is he all alone? Don't he know that you can form a team with other people in the first level of the martial arts trial camp? How can he defeat a team of dozens of other people by himself? Did no one invite him? Or is it that he doesn't want to team up with anyone else?" Lu Qi sneered. "It seems that Lu Zhen doesn't want to team up with anyone else. He has always been like this. He looks down on anyone and doesn't even bother to team up with other people." Lu Qi is very prejudiced against Lu Zhen. He always feels that Lu Zhen looks down on him, so he also thinks that Lu Zhen looks down on other people. After hearing this, Li Qingping couldn't help but frown. "Are you so arrogant? This is not a good character." Lu Zhen's good impression in Li Qingping's heart was instantly reduced. If it were not the principal's task, Li Qingping would not recruit him based on this alone. The other side of the viewing room, Zhao Yunfei looked at Lu Zhen on the big screen and nodded with satisfaction. "Good. Beasts always act alone, but cattle and sheep flock together. Team formation is certainly safer, but it cannot truly reflect individual level. Only by advancing to the next level as a lone wolf can his strength be truly highlighted." Lu Zhen has a good mentality. He doesn't blindly follow the trend just because others form a team. This is the mentality only the strong have. Not bad, very good. Zhao Yunfei is very satisfied with Lu Zhen. Just being a lone wolf has greatly improved his favorable impression of Lu Zhen. At this time, his assistant said, "Senior Zhao, I just found out that Lingxiao University is also coming for Lu Zhen." Hearing this, Zhao Yunfei frowned. "It's exactly what I guessed. Only a genius like Lu Zhen can make Li Qingping personally take action." Zhao Yunfei snorted coldly. "But it will be useless even if Li Qingping personally takes action. Lu Zhen belongs to our Tsangyu University. No one can take him away." Zhao Yunfei made a decision to grab Lu Zhen no matter how high the cost. Over time, the first level of the trial is finally about to begin. In the rest room of the trial camp, a bald man wearing martial arts uniform appeared. "Welcome everyone to the martial arts trial camp. In this trial, I will explain the rules to everyone. This trial has a total of 4 levels. Due to the large number of people in the first level, we adopted a virtual battle, but the next 3 levels will involve real combat. First of all, I will explain to you the rules of the first level. The first level is the entry level and also the elimination level. Of the more than 5,000 players participating in the trial, only 300 can advance. Everyone will be teleported to an island. You will survive on this island for 3 days. Each player initially has 10 points, and 10 points will be deducted every day. Kill other contestants, and you can get all the points they have. After 3 days, the top 300 players with points will advance to the next trial." Listening to the bald man's explanation, everyone nodded to express their understanding. This first level is actually a test of survival. The initial score is only 10 points, which means that if you do nothing, you can only live for 1 day at most. If you want to avoid being eliminated, you can only keep killing other players and plunder their points. Chapter 100. What a coincidence, brother, the bald man continued. The virtual battle in the martial arts trial camp is different from your battle in the virtual arena. The pain in the virtual arena is 0. No matter how much damage you receive, you will not feel pain. But the virtual battle of this trial will increase the pain to 100%. Apart from the fact that you won't actually die, any injury you suffer will feel the same as the pain in reality. So I hope you don't regard this virtual battle as a virtual arena to score points. Treat him like a real fight. Everyone nodded to show their understanding. The bald head continued. Okay, now that you understand, I announce that the first level of this trial has officially begun. You can choose where you want to descend. The words fell. Everyone activated the virtual bracelets. Those who made an appointment to form a team chose the same location. A lone wolf like Lu Zhen is more casual. Lu Zhen randomly chose a location and activated the virtual bracelet. The next second, he turned into a light and disappeared. When he appeared again, he was already on a desert island. The island is very big, almost the same size as a city. After Lu Zhen arrived, he looked around and found that there was no one else, so he ran forward. In this first level, if you just want to survive, then you just need to find a place to survive. This desert island is so big. As long as the hiding place is secret enough, no one can find it. But only the top 300 points can advance, and points will be deducted every day. Basically cut off those who want to survive and advance. If you want to advance, you can only take the initiative to find other people. In the viewing room outside, after the trial started, everyone turned their attention to the big screen. There is also a points ranking next to the big screen. This ranking can only be seen by those watching the game, but not by the players in the trial. Without seeing the points ranking, every player will have doubts in their mind whether their current points are enough to advance. Under this kind of worry, if you want to advance, you can only keep killing your opponents. If you're a little slower, no one knows whether your ranking will be surpassed by others. So, the trial has just begun, and the battle is already very fierce. The rankings on the leaderboard are also constantly changing. Lu Zhen keeps looking for opponents on the desert island, but the place where he landed seemed a bit remote. After searching for a long time, I couldn't find my opponent. His points ranking has remained unchanged. When Wang Dixing saw this scene, he couldn't help shaking his head and laughing. I've come this far without finding a match. Lu Zhen's choice of position is a bit poor. At this time, someone in the viewing room exclaimed, "Look, Yu Qifei is under siege." Everyone immediately turned their attention to Yu Qifei, and Wang Dixing also looked over curiously. Yu Qifei, like Lu Zhen, did not choose to form a team with others, but became a lone wolf. In the picture at this moment, Yu Qifei was surrounded by a team of more than 20 people. The 20 or so people looked at Yu Qifei as if they were prey. It's Yu Qifei. He seems to be in the mortal martial realm. "Captain, what should we do?" The 20 or so people looked at one of them. The captain smiled and said, "Don't be afraid. He only has one, and we have more than 20. Even if he is in the mortal martial realm, he can't win over us. Everyone come together." After the man finished speaking, he picked up his weapon and rushed towards Yu Qifei without hesitation. Others saw this and followed closely. Court death. Yu Qifei snorted coldly and raised his sword. With a slash of the sword, an extremely sharp sword energy struck towards the captain who just spoke. Whoosh! The captain was cut in half by the sword energy. The next second, it disappeared directly. This scene shocked the 20 or so people. The captain is dead. Why so fast? These 20-odd people have not yet entered the first level, and they obviously do not know the difference between the mortal martial realm and those who have not yet entered the first level. Just when they were still in a state of confusion, Yu Qifei had already rushed toward them with a long sword in hand. "A bunch of trash still want to attack me?" Swordsmanship moves exploded one after another, making Yu Qifei invincible. Just like chopping melons and vegetables, he killed all those 20 people. "A bunch of rubbish." He slowly put the long sword into its scabbard, snorted disdainfully, and then continued running forward. Looking at this scene, the people in the audience outside couldn't help but marvel. Sure enough, the gap between the mortal martial realm and those who have not yet entered the realm is still too big. The level of those 20 or so people is too different, and there is no tacit understanding in the team. They are no match for Yu Qifei. Yu Qifei killed more than 20 people in a row, and his points instantly reached the first place. While everyone was still marveling at his performance, someone else heard exclamations. "Look, another unlucky lone wolf is under siege." Someone pointed at the screen and said with a gloating smile. Wang Dixing also looked over with a look of gloating. When he saw the person on the screen, he was instantly shocked. "FK, why is it Lu Zhen?" The person who was besieged was none other than Lu Zhen. In the picture at this moment, Lu Zhen was being besieged by a team of dozens of people. Coincidentally, the captain of this team is Feng Jiong, who wanted to invite him to join. Dozens of people surrounded Lu Zhen, looking at him as if he were prey. Feng Jiong looked at Lu Zhen and said with a joking smile, "What a coincidence, brother. We meet again." Seeing Feng Jiong, Lu Zhen said calmly, "So it's you." Feng Jiong said, "Your head is really iron. Everyone is forming a team, but you're the only one who likes to be a lone wolf. Now you know you are panicking. There's so many of us, and you are the only one. How can you win?" Lu Zhen said, "Are you trying to bully the minority with more people?" Feng Jiong couldn't help laughing. "Aren't you talking nonsense? We have formed a team. Is it possible for us to fight alone with you? I invited you twice before we started, and you didn't cherish the 2 opportunities one gave you. Then you can't blame me." After Feng Jiong finished speaking, his eyes changed, and he said to everyone, "Don't show mercy, just punish me to death." The words fell. Feng Jiong and his teammates launched an attack on Lu. When everyone watching the battle outside saw this scene, they couldn't help but shake their heads. Another unlucky lone wolf. It's a pity that he is not Yu Qifei. It took a lot of effort to participate in the martial arts trial camp, but I didn't expect to be eliminated so soon. You have to form a team in the trial camp. It's really dangerous to go alone. There's swarms of people everywhere. How can one person defeat them? Just when everyone thought Lu Zhen was about to be beaten by a group, a scene that shocked them appeared. Lu Zhen suddenly took action and punched out. Puff! The fist wind was like a white tiger, directly killing the person closest to him, and blood spattered all over the floor. This scene shocked these dozens of people. Feng Jiong opened his mouth wide in disbelief. Why is he in the mortal martial realm? How is this possible?
No more novels? Take part in the voting. The most requested novels and those with the most likes will be chosen for publication on euroaudiobooks.com. There, I can upload as much as I want without the risk of receiving a strike. Our 18 novels and other content that exceed what is morally acceptable are only published on Patreon or the free novels page. Remember, the site is funded by donations on Ko-fi and Patreon memberships.